It's time for the high school football kickoff special on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Cornett right up the middle. He's untouched. He is going to get into the end zone.
Also available to listen and watch. Streaming on ESPNLacrosse.com, the new ESPN La Crosse app, and on the ESPN La Crosse 105.5 YouTube channel. Let's send it out to the field. Here's Aaron Morris and Scotty Grand.
Aaron Morris, Scotty Grand with you here tonight as we get ready for week 3 of the high school football season and the opening week of conference play.
And look, no creepy trees.
Yeah, well, they're way out there.
But they're within,
farther out
they're
there.
in distance to where
Yes.
humans are not close enough to be, something could happen with the Ammon and the Knolls out
Yes.
there, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so it's good. We're safe.
We're back on radio this week as well as our video stream, which is brought to you by Union State Bank. You can find us on ESPN La Crosse's YouTube channel, on our mobile app, on ESPNLacrosse.com as well. It's brought to you by Union State Bank. 120 years of financial strength. Member FDIC. Community comes first at Union State Bank. Happy to sponsor our Game of the Week live video stream. We will get into it as we go on through our pregame coverage. We'll get to our Kevin Carlson Agency Coaches Show. We'll talk with Holmen head coach Travis Kowalski. That's coming up as we continue our pregame coverage here from Holmen High School Empire Stadium on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on our YouTube page.
So what could be better than them doing everything from assembling your new grill to delivering it straight to your front door? At Ace of Holmen, they'll do both, from a Big Green Egg or a Weber grill. With football finally back, what a perfect time to reset with a brand new grill at Ace of Holmen. You pick it out, Sean and his crew at Ace will assemble and deliver right to your house. Not exactly something the big box stores and Amazon can do. Hey, it's football season and your one-stop shop, Ace of Holmen, Holmen Drive.
Man, it is really coming down out there. You might want to slow down.
Hey, this is a 4-wheel drive. It can handle this downpour.
I told you to slow down.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm fine, but our vehicle sure is a mess.
No matter how it happens, for expert repair of your vehicle, there's just one place to go. Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem. Derek will deal with your insurance company, making repairing your vehicle simple, easy, and hassle-free. When this happens, the place to take your vehicle for expert body repair is Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor is proud to be an official game day sponsor of Coulee Region Sports. Every Friday, present your student ID and get $2 off every single item on our menu. Turn our $3 Kid Scoop into a $1 Kid Scoop when you present your student ID. Celebrate the football season with us at Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor, and let's start a tradition where the fun never stops.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning customers have a way with words.
Jeff and I decided to build our own house, and it was really important for us to choose subcontractors that were trustworthy and reliable and work with our schedule to get the job done in a timely manner.
We went with G&T because they're a local family-owned business. They have a great reputation, and we knew they'd get the job done.
Whenever I get asked who I would recommend for an HVAC specialist, hands down, I always recommend G&T.
3 things that come to my mind with G&T is they have quality work, great communication, and reasonable prices.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Chris Riggles with RE/MAX in Onalaska would love to talk with you. Contact Chris with RE/MAX in Onalaska. We are here at Holmen Empire Stadium.
Look at that pep band out there.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the tubas?
You got a family member down there
tubas
somewhere, right?
Yeah. There he is in his glory, right down there waving his arms. I don't know what he's trying to spell, but
he's doing something.
He is.
He's doing a good job. That's what he's doing.
He's a very busy child.
Week 3 of the high school football season, and it starts off with a rivalry here in the MVC, the Hilltoppers and the Vikings. You know, from an outsider, if you don't know too much about these two schools and the rivalry, you probably think like, oh, that's kind of a weird rivalry, but they're close, and it actually is a pretty strong rivalry.
It is, and, you know, Onalaska's dominated this rivalry the last few years, but, you know, here's the thing. I think both these teams coming into this game, coming off of big wins last week, are pretty even when you look at them across the board. I think, you know, the 2 things that stand out to me, Holmen's defense is very good, very fast. They're going to close on you. They have a lot of guys that are very good, read and attack. They don't waste a lot of time. Onalaska's strength is their offensive line, where they like to ground and pound now with Cam Cornett, who had 150 yards last week. And, man, what a game he had on 15 carries. He averaged like 10 yards a carry last week, Aaron. Great game. So I guess it's which one's going to bend first. Now, for Holmen, they found their ground attack last week a little bit. They need to keep it rolling. But, again, only 13 attempts throwing the football, where Onalaska mixes in a little bit more pass, a little bit more of that diverse offense. So we'll have to see if Holmen mixes in a little bit more this week, because, honestly, that could be a detriment to them if they don't really throw the ball a little bit more in this one, in my opinion.
We'll see what happens. 1-1 for both of these teams here in the early going. Onalaska.
Me and Holmen about throwing the football. I don't know if I'm ever going to stop until they start doing it. That's just me.
We'll get the chance to talk with Travis Kowalski, the head coach of the Holmen Vikings, as part of our coaches show brought to you by the Kevin Carlson Agency in Holmen. And I asked him about passing the ball and how do you what is your offensive strategy if you go down by 2 scores? So we'll hear from him coming up in just
his answer.
A little bit. 3-in-1 Construction, located in West Salem, right next to the post office. They specialize in drywall, metal framing, and painting for residential and commercial jobs. Give them a call at 608-317-8615. We'll take a break. We'll come back with that Coach's Show, presented by the Kevin Carlson Agency on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, it's James from Food Dudes in Holmen, back again. Everybody seems to have a weekly special, but here at Food Dudes, we sort of go next level. We've ran over 90 weekly specials and haven't duplicated one yet. From the Big Country Breakfast Sand, to the Gambino Panino, to the very popular Sweet Mother of Garlic Parm. So when you stop at Food Dudes, try our weekly special, which likely means something you've never tried before and definitely something you'll absolutely love.
Food Dudes, Holmen, fresh food fast. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer, it's our waste, it's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. We understand this time of year can be busy and overwhelming with back-to-school prep and sports underway. But everybody's got to eat. Check out our Thursday menu, from our savory Korean pepper pork ramen noodles to our homemade fried rice. If you're looking for more home style, we also have our delicious meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. So check us out on Thursdays 4 to 8 and leave with a smile. North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit onalaskarealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit onalaskarealty.com.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Welcome back in to our pregame coverage. Time for our Rural Mutual Insurance Coaches Show, brought to you by the Kevin Carlson Agency in Holmen. For home, auto, business, and life insurance, contact Kevin Carlson. As part of our Coaches Show, we're joined by the head coach of the Holmen Vikings, Travis Kowalski. Travis, thanks for joining me. I just want to start. You guys are 1-1 early on, lose to Medford. You win last week against Sauk Prairie. Just overall thoughts on your team's performance through the first 2 weeks.
We got better from week 1 to week 2, and that's always a plus. Our goal is to get better from week 2 to week 3 and on and on through the season. You want to finish at the best at the end of the year, not the beginning. We played a really physical, run-heavy team against Medford. Then we played a team that threw the ball 59 times against Sauk Prairie, so we saw two completely different offenses. Both of them played pretty physical defense, and our offense was able to put some stuff together last week that we did week 1, and the defense was bend but don't break last week, and so we come out 1-1. So always like to be 2-0, but obviously, like I said, we're trying to get better every week.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the two different styles of offense that you played in those first 2 weeks. Do you think that really helps your defense? I know it's completely different shifting of the gears from week 1 to week 2, but does that help you moving forward?
I think so. We were looking for two quality opponents that did some different stuff, because you get into our conference and you may go in 1 week and the team's going to run the ball real heavy, and you may go the next week and the team's going to throw it around, or you'll get a team that can do both. So we wanted to see a couple teams that were a little bit different on offense, and I think that definitely helps us going into the conference season.
Yeah, you start that conference season against Onalaska here, and it's for the first time in many, many years, a Larson or a Skifton isn't at quarterback at Onalaska, and they have a different style of offense certainly this year than they did last year, as they lost, it's a running back, 4 wide receivers, and their quarterback. What can you tell me about the approach, similar or different, facing Onalaska this year versus years past?
It's a rivalry game, so we could both be 0-8 and put on a heck of a show. So I don't know if it's so much of that. It's just, they're the 8 miles away team that we circle on our calendar, and I would guess that, they're probably doing the same thing for us. So you just got to go out and you got to play mistake-free football. You don't want to be turning the ball over. You don't want to have penalties. And if you do those two kind of things, you're usually in every game. And then you got to make a couple plays along the way to get you over the top. So the approach, they had really good skill athletes last year. They got a really good offensive line this year. They got a running back that's really good running back this year. They got 2 guys that are playing between wide receiver quarterback that are really good athletes as well. So Tom's going to get those guys in the position where they do what they need to do to win, and we're going to try to do the same thing.
Talking about your team, we know that you guys have a specific style of offense that you really like to play, right? This is something you've done for years and years and years now with the option. Alex Burgett, your quarterback, we know quarterback is the most important position on the field generally in football, but I feel like, me personally, with the option, it only ramps up the importance of the quarterback because he has to make multiple decisions on each play. Talk about Alex and why you trust him at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, so we played Alex week 1, and then last week we alternated between Alex Burgett and Colin Williams, just because they were both starting on defense last week because of personnel adjustments, and they're probably going to both start on defense again this week. So we might kind of platoon that position. Alex had a couple big runs for touchdowns. Colin had a really nice big run in the third quarter, I think it was last week. And our goal is just to get out there and establish the run, and then hopefully get a couple passes that we hit, kind of keep the defense on their heels. And we've done that for over a decade, and that's our goal again. But you can talk about the quarterbacks all you want. Big key is usually your guys up front. If you take care of the business up front, you're usually in every ball game. So our offensive line got better from week 1 to week 2, and again we're hoping to get better to week 3. And just we got to play physical. And if your offensive line's physical, you usually do pretty good.
That is Travis Kowalski as part of our Coaches Show presented by the Kevin Carlson Agency. More from Coach Kowalski is coming up next on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk has a full lineup of proven Bobcat equipment, helping you power through the most challenging jobs and toughest projects to get more done. Stop into St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk to demo the latest in compact track loaders, skid steer loaders, excavators, and compact tractors from the leader in compact equipment. The factory-trained technicians at St. Joseph Equipment can provide the regular service that keeps your equipment running strong. St. Joseph Equipment, proud to be your authorized Bobcat dealer in Norwalk. 3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Don't let banking be stressful. Union State Bank is a family-owned bank at the forefront of technology. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances on your time. Deposit a check, pay bills, manage your debit card, transfer funds, and receive real-time alerts. We bring banking to the palm of your hand so you can easily track your account wherever life takes you. At one of our locations or on the go, Union State Bank puts you first.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Yeah, you mentioned passing the ball, and it's not something that you guys do often, obviously, with the option offense. For me, watching the option offense, especially in high school, I think it's a great way to stay competitive no matter, the talent level or the depth that you have on your team is running the option. It always keeps you in games. But the thing that worries me generally with an option offense is if you get behind by a couple of scores, are you able to always make that comeback? And can you make a timely pass here and there? The approach to that kind of, maybe we're trailing by 7 to 14 points or whatever it may be, and trying to get back in ball games as an option offense.
Yeah, for us, you just got to execute. Our defense has got to go out and make stops, and our offense has got to control the clock. And sometimes your best defense is your offense, because if you can grind that ball, chews up the clock, and it doesn't give the other team a lot of time to possession. So. That's our goal, is to go out, chew up the clock, score. Last week we hit, 2 huge runs for touchdowns. We had one that was called back on a call that was 70-some yards as well. So you force the defense to play really disciplined football and stay where they're supposed to be. And when they don't and we hit it right, it's usually a big play. So for me, it's more along the lines of, we just go and take care of what we can control. If the other team scores, we can't get back 14 points in one play or one touchdown. So you're just going to go out there and continue doing what you do. And, if we have to play from behind, we play from behind. If we play with the lead, we play with the lead. And like I said, week 3 of the season, if you're peaking, you're going to be in trouble in week 9, 10, or 11. So our goal is just to go out there, run the ball, play solid defense, take a couple shots, hopefully hit them, and move on to the next week.
Looking back at your last 3 years, you started off with 0-4 starts, and then you guys got hot, and you made runs as you go later into the season. Was that any type of focus this year on starting off the season strong, or was that something that you just felt like it just happened to us, and we're the good team all along, and we just got off to a bad start?
Yeah, I can count on one hand about the amount of games that we've played over the last 10 years that we were out of. Pretty much every game we play, and we're right there till the end. Sometimes you got to get the call, sometimes you got to make plays, and sometimes it just doesn't fall that way. Starting 0-4 is a challenge, and we've done that the last couple of years, and we fought back in at the end of the season. Sometimes it's either replacing talent or replacing starters, or sometimes you didn't play the way you needed to. But one thing with our offense particularly is, when you get option going, once you get it going, you start getting that groove, it becomes harder and harder to defend. The old adage was play it early if you're going to play it, because as it starts to catch a stride, it can be a little bit more dangerous. So, you saw last year at State when Wanakee goes undefeated the whole season, then winds up losing to Badger, who runs option, the exact same offense as us. So, starting off fast is great, but I'd rather finish strong than start strong and fizzle out at the end of the season. So hopefully we can get it together this week and start strong and finish strong this year and get into the playoffs and hopefully earn a home game.
That's Travis Kowalski, the head coach of the Holmen Vikings, as they get ready to take on Onalaska here tonight. Our Rural Mutual Insurance Coaches Show is brought to you by the Kevin Carlson Agency in Holmen. For home, auto, business, and life insurance, contact Kevin Carlson. A rivalry here tonight in Week 3 to begin the MVC play. The Holmen Vikings hosting the Onalaska Hilltoppers. We'll have more coming up when we come. Passing the ball, and it's not something that you guys do often, obviously, with the option offense. For me, watching the option offense, especially in high school, I think it's a
So what could be better than them doing everything from assembling your new grill to delivering it straight to your front door? At Ace of Holmen, they'll do both, from a Big Green Egg or a Weber grill. With football finally back, what a perfect time to reset with a brand new grill at Ace of Holmen. You pick it out, Sean and his crew at Ace will assemble and deliver right to your house. Not exactly something the big box stores and Amazon can do. Hey, it's football season and your one-stop shop, Ace of Holmen, Holmen Drive.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Man, it is really coming down out there. You might want to slow down.
Hey, this is a four-wheel drive. It can handle this downpour.
I told you to slow down.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm fine, but our vehicle sure is a mess.
No matter how it happens, for expert repair of your vehicle, there's just one place to go. Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem. Derek will deal with your insurance company, making repairing your vehicle simple, easy, and hassle-free. When this happens, the place to take your vehicle for expert body repair is Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor is proud to be an official game day sponsor of Coulee Region Sports. Every Friday, present your student ID and get $2 off every single item on our menu. Turn our $3 Kid Scoop into a $1 Kid Scoop when you present your student ID. Celebrate the football season with us at Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor, and let's start a tradition where the fun never stops.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning customers have a way with words.
Jeff and I decided to build our own house, and it was really important for us to choose subcontractors that were trustworthy and reliable and work with our schedule to get the job done in a timely manner.
We went with G&T because they're a local family-owned business, they have a great reputation, and we knew they'd get the job done.
Whenever I get asked who I would recommend for an HVAC specialist, hands down, I always recommend G&T.
Three things that come to my mind with G&T is they have quality work, great communication, and reasonable prices.
Welcome back into Holmen High School Empire Stadium here for Week 3, beginning of conference play, an NBC matchup between the Onalaska Hilltoppers and the Holmen Vikings. You can find this game on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 if you are not listening on the radio. Otherwise, if you're listening on the radio, our video stream each and every week is brought to you by Union State Bank on our ESPN La Crosse app, free on the mobile, wherever you get your apps, ESPNLacrosse.com, and our ESPN La Crosse YouTube channel. Again, it's brought to you by Union State Bank, 120 years of financial strength where community comes first. Member FDIC, Union State Bank, happy to sponsor our live video stream for our game of the week here tonight, the Vikings and the Hilltoppers.
Coverage in the Coulee region, ESPN La Crosse. I just wanted to mention that since we didn't get mentioned by the PA announcer that we were here tonight. So just throwing it out there. I'm not bitter or anything.
The Vikings are in their all-maroon unis, sharp-looking with the white lettering, numbering. The Hilltoppers are in the white tops, white helmets, and purple pants here tonight. Beautiful weather, perfect atmosphere for this rivalry. It is a jam-packed stadium.
This is big guy weather right here.
Both ends. The Holmen Viking student section's in the America theme. The Hilltoppers on the far side are in the all white. They go with the white out here tonight.
I saw Captain America. I saw Thomas Jefferson, but he didn't invent electricity. It was Mama Boucher that invented electricity.
Okay.
I just wanted to remind you of that for all you historians out there and movie buffs. But
the Hilltoppers will kick off to start the game right to left. Vikings will start with their option offense here.
Yeah, big wins last week for both these teams. Let's see how they start here early. Turnover battle is going to be critical tonight. Holmen won last week, so did Onalaska in the turnover battle. That will be one of the determining factors here tonight, no question.
Jackson Egan will kick it away, and it is end over end, caught at the 10-yard line, and returned along the right side by Jack Barth. He's got some room, gets to the corner and tackled down at about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings here.
Yeah, great return, I thought, right there. Almost broke it. Good contain on the backside by the Gunners. Holmen now will see if they can get a rhythm going here. Of course, they do return an all-conference lineman in Caden Josted. He's going to be the rhythm maker there up front. Also, don't forget number 51, Adam Schmidt. Kind of had a down year last year for the Vikings, looking to rebound.
The sun is covering about 2 parts of the field. We're just on the edge of where Holmen is right now, and then right near the goal line of where they're trying to get to. Handoff to begin is right up the middle, and it is stacked up, not a lot of room for the Vikings. Up to about the 40-yard line. She got it much farther with a second effort than I thought, as were Markovsky with 5 yards on the ground.
Yeah, Markovsky just doing the traditional trap play right there on the option. It's kind of a veer option, Aaron, how they run it coming off of the edge with the receiver coming in for a possible handoff on the backside.
Burkett keeps it this time. Quarterback pitches outside and around the corner. Good space to run and a good first down run for A.J. Ailish.
Yeah, Ailish right there doing an excellent job coming off the edge. Good blocking by the Vikings. You know, as they, a lot of pulling in this offense happens with the option and what they do to schematically throw off a defense. That time, that was well done.
So first down on the second play here for Holmen. Ball at the 43-yard line. Already in Hilltopper territory here. Alex Burgett, their quarterback. He'll also switch a little bit with Colin Williams. And
false
here
start
is Burgett, and we got a flag. And it is going to be a 5-yard penalty. Already very much enjoy the setup here at Holmen with the head referee having a microphone.
Like it.
So we'll actually get to hear the specific calls that are being made.
And I know some of the music that they play too, which is even better.
Yes.
Some of the stuff is unbeknownst to me because I'm an older gentleman, as you know. Not too old.
Are you?
I don't know. It depends on how you feel, Mr. Morse. Your next comment, tread lightly.
I was going to say we were talking about your 20s being about 5 years ago. Here's Burgett pitching to the outside. Barth catches and is tackled from behind. Good speed by Kaysen Stetler to catch up, and it's a good chunk of about 6 or 7 that time for Jack Barth.
Yeah, pretty good execution for Holmen again on the pitch out, but again, Stetler, really shined last week, I felt, against Medford, playing that nickel-style defense in this 5-2-4 that is very heavy on a lot of disruption and blitzing.
And in motion again, Burgett will hand it off to
Nothing.
him. And as Scotty said, A.J. Ailish has no room that time, maybe a yard.
Yeah, good job inside. Again, Demarion Blackdeer, he had a great game last week. And again, he's a big man. He's hard to move. Adam Schmidt's going to have a hard time with him here tonight. They might have to double team him and turn him in order to get anything if they want to run up the middle against the Hilltoppers. We'll have to see how they transition the game plan.
3rd and 7 here. Burgett will send a man in motion. Jack Barth will fake as they put that man in motion every time, trying to get a jump from the Hilltoppers. Now they'll look at their wristbands and call a new play here. Play clock winding down and timeout Holmen. So Coach Kowalski telling Burgett, hey, you got to watch out for that. That official starts going motion with his arm. That means play clock under 5. Call timeout to save the 5 yards. We'll be right back here on ESPN La Crosse.
Hi, it's James from Food Dudes in Holmen, back again. Everybody seems to have a weekly special, but here at Food Dudes, we sort of go next level. We've ran over 90 weekly specials and haven't duplicated one yet. From the Big Country Breakfast Sand, to the Gambino Panino, to the very popular Sweet Mother of Garlic Parm. So when you stop at Food Dudes, try our weekly special, which likely means something you've never tried before and definitely something you'll absolutely love.
Food Dudes, Holmen, fresh food fast.
Right back here at Empire Stadium. Holmen calling a timeout to avoid the delay of game. Now they're here. Burgett's going to roll out to the left and look to throw. Now he wants to run. Now he'll back out, throw, and it is incomplete. How about that? I asked Coach Kowalski about throwing the ball pregame, and he didn't say much really about it too specifically. They don't like to throw, but they tried it that time, incomplete.
Yeah, and good job on the coverage by Onalaska. They were prepared for that, obviously, the way that they ran their defense. And flushing out on the outside was Burgett, and really, tried to fake out the DB and make a pass that time, but really good coverage downfield by the Hilltoppers. And again, this is what Holmen doesn't like. They don't like to be in those 3rd and deep because with that option offense, you want to keep pounding the ball. That's something that they got to get accustomed to. Only 13 passing attempts on the season so far.
High snap brought down, and the punt is away. It's a good one from Gavin Davis. And it's going to be saved. No, just back into the end zone. Nearly saved, I should say, by John Faraday. But it's going to be a touchback, and Onalaska will start at the 20-yard line. Hot steaks, burgers straight off the grill, pork chops, and chicken. North Country Steak Buffet has the largest salad bar in La Crosse. North Country Steak Buffet. We'll check them out.
Davis is probably the best, maybe the best punter in the area. Might be. He's coming back as an honorable mention all-conference player, kicker, and punter. That's the other thing. Holmen can kick. They have a kicking game, so that's going to be interesting to see, where Onalaska really does not.
Holmen's kicked field goals in each of their first 2 games. And now Cole under center hands to Cam Cornett, who was our Kevin Carlson Agency player of the game last week, and he'll gain 5 on his first carry.
Yeah, pretty good first carry right there. Again, Johnson getting the start at fullback with a nice lead block to kick out. Holmen's defense very fast, very aggressive. You'll see that, especially on the edges.
No huddle here for Onalaska. 2nd and 5. Cole again in the I form, turns, gives it to Cornett. Not a lot of space.
Nice
He'll
play.
get 1 on the carry. It'll bring it 3rd down and 4.
Drew Larson coming in and making a great play on the running back that time. Just coming up and just snuffing that out immediately. And again, that's that speed that we talked about. Their ability to get off blocks and make plays is something, when you watch them on tape, is very impressive.
Larson 3rd on the team in tackles so far this year. 3rd down and 4. Cole under center. Turns, fakes the handoff, rolls out right into the flat. He's got his man Carter Johnson, 1st down and more. Tackled across the 35 up to the 36.
Now I like that play. That's a really good call right there. Leak the fullback out, just kind of turn the quarterback on kind of, that rollout play and just let him work with it. Getting rushed on the backside. Linebacker wasn't expecting the fullback leak, and that's an easy 1st down for the Hilltoppers on that play.
1st and 10 at the 36 after the 10-yard grab by Carter Johnson. Again, I formation. Cole turns, hands off Cornett
nice
with a good
cut.
Burst. Breaks another tackle,
Look
picks
out.
up the 1st down. He's
There
got
he
some
goes.
speed. Down the right sideline, 30, 20-yard line, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cam Cornett. 64 yards, and the Hilltoppers take an early 6-0 lead.
Let's see what we got here. And on that play, that was a great trap design on the inside. What happened was the inside linebacker got sealed by the guard coming across, opened it up. Good cut by Cornett to get outside, and look at that breakaway speed. Can't teach that.
Just able to get past the tackle of Xinjiang And a touchdown for the Hilltoppers.
That was great blocking up front by the Hilltoppers offensive line. Good execution. That's what really sprung that. But then Cornette's vision on that play was outstanding.
Mallory Megan on for the extra point. High snap. It gets down. Her kick is good.
Nice job.
7-0 Hilltoppers after one possession each. Holmen's possession coming up next on ESPN La Crosse 105.5. Streaming live on YouTube.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Serving the Coulee region since 1983, Hilltopper Refuse, a proud sponsor of high school football. If you own or run a business, talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance. Noble specializes in business insurance, can help you with home and auto as well. Noble Insurance just up the hill, Main Street in Onalaska. 7-0 Hilltopper lead. 64-yard touchdown run for Cam Cornett puts the Hilltoppers in front. And now Jackson Egan will squib one, and we got offsides just to the left of Egan. Whoever that was over the line. So 5-yard penalty, a weird 5-yard penalty, but
hey, you got to time those.
I think it was Maximus Todd.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Maximus Todd. I wish I had that name.
I wonder if he goes by Max. Probably.
I'd go by Maximus. Heck with that.
You're not.
Get me a helmet and a fake.
You're not Mr. Todd. I don't know what he's going with.
Give me a helmet and a fake sword. I'll go to school with that thing every day.
So 5 yards backed up to the 35 now will be the kick from Egan. He went with a squib kick that time. Maybe didn't want to have Barth get another return opportunity after getting out to the 35 last time.
Wouldn't you want to say you were the general for Marcus Aurelius' armies? I would.
Egan will pooch one over towards the right sideline and just trickles out. So 2 penalties on kickoff attempts for the Hilltoppers here, and it'll put Holmen in good field position.
Yeah, Holmen in really good field position here, and this is something they need to take advantage of, especially after Onalaska really just pounded them right down the field on the first drive. We'll see if they can respond. Because I do, again, you know, you had the interview with Travis, and I mean, you were right. I mean, you get behind by a couple scores in this option offense, it's hard to come back from that.
Official letting us know by rule, 40-yard line is where the Vikings start.
That guy should do karaoke, man. His voice carries.
Good sound system here at Holmen. So the Vikings ready, trailing 7-0 here. Just getting started here in our first quarter. Going to be a handoff up the middle and 2 yards. That time on the run up the middle, I believe the carry went to Ezra Markowski.
Let's say it was Topolsky on the tackle for Onalaska.
2nd and 8 here, under 7 minutes to go in our first quarter. Green Bay Packers just about to get started.
I know.
We're not going to do any spoilers here on the stream or the radio in case people are wanting to record or whatnot. Here's a pitch outside. Barth, he will cut back inside with some space. Inside the 40, inside the 30, pushed out of bounds by Noah Chenault. Big time run on the speed option by Jack Barth.
That's how you do it, Aaron. I'm going to put this back one more time because look at this block right here. Great setup on the outside by the tight end, blocking kind of as a defender on that play. Another pullout. Good seal block on the inside by number 13, Connor Williams. That was a beautiful way that you run the option. I can't even talk. I think the play's so good.
officially a 30-yard gain for Barth, who's in motion now again, and they'll give it right back to him. Cuts it back outside right, dives through a couple of defenders up to the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 9.
And again, you got the secondary coming up and making tackles. Antoine Felton on the tackle for Onalaska. If you're Holmen, that's what you want to see. You want the secondary to make most of the plays. You don't want the front 7 to be the ones to generate a lot of the penetration.
It's a gain of 7, so 2nd and 3 here. Barth has already got 44 yards on 3 carries. Ailish in motion. They're going to roll out Burgett. He's going to throw, and it's a catch inside the 15 down to about the 11. Catch made by Tyler Rosenau.
Now Rosenau doing a good job just cutting that route off. Simple 10-yard and in. Good completion. 2 passes already, Aaron.
Yeah, this is the most passing I think I've ever seen in a Holmen game, one that I've broadcasted. They do not throw the ball.
They have good athletes, though, and they need to utilize that speed.
10-yard gain that time for a first down. Burgett hands off up the middle. Good push initially, but taken down after a gain of about 3. Markovsky again. Holmen knocking on the door here. Ball at the 8-yard line. They can get a first down at the 1.
It's a good drive right now to respond to that last touchdown. Let's see if Holmen can take it home, and, no pun intended. However, again, this is how you run the option. Methodical, geared out, throwing a pass play every now and then. Very good coaching.
Barth in motion again. Burgett fumbles. His knee was on the ground when he picked up the football, so it'll be a loss back to the 10. So
and those are the things you can't have happen if you're going to answer here. And again, this offense, like you said, is so precise. You have to be so precise with everything. Those little things can stifle a drive.
Well, you need execution if you're going to run the option. That's the problem with the option, is when you get into a 3rd and 9
trust me,
here,
I know the option
back.
all too well, my friend. I lived it for 3 years of my life.
When you lose 2 yards on a play, it doesn't set up great for success. They're going to call out a new play here.
Audible.
Barth going back in motion. Burgett going to throw, rolling out, under pressure. Being chased by Squire. Burgett's going to run now, breaks a tackle, squirts away again, back to where they were before the loss, up to about the 9 or 8 yard line. It'll be 4th down, and it looks like they're going to bring on Gavin Davis for a field goal.
Great coverage by the Hilltoppers downfield. Again, they audibled out of whatever they were doing. They didn't like the look. Burgett really didn't have a lot of room to run. Squire doing a good job in the backfield, immediately flushing him out into his help on the left-hand side.
It'll be a 25-yard field goal here for the lefty, Gavin Davis. He's already got 2 field goals on the year. And this one is drilled and plenty good. You can see why the Vikings like to kick field goals. If they can get some points on the board, they do. 7-3, Hilltoppers lead with 3:20 to go on ESPN La Crosse.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning customers have a way with words.
Jeff and I decided to build our own house, and it was really important for us to choose subcontractors that were trustworthy and reliable and work with our schedule to get the job done in a timely manner.
We went with G&T because they're a local family-owned business. They have a great reputation, and we knew they'd get the job done.
Whenever I get asked who I would recommend for an HVAC specialist, hands down, I always recommend G&T.
3 things that come to my mind with G&T is they have quality work, great communication, and reasonable prices.
The absolute best comfort food imaginable, from their grilled cheese melts, fresh burgers, and signature chicken sandwiches. Food Dudes. Fresh food, fast.
Right up the road, Aaron.
Oh, yeah, it's right kind of over that way.
It is.
That away.
Yep, it's that way.
That away over there.
So on that kick,
Jeff points it's
on
that
kick,
away.
You had a great observation. What was that? You were talking about it.
The laces were straight at Gavin Davis, and he still crushed it.
Ray Finkel
Great kick.
Or Einhorn would be very upset with that right now if they were here.
Well, the field goal was good.
I know all there is to know about the crying game, Aaron.
Davis will now kick it away. And it is another good boot and angled towards the end
Nice
zone.
kick.
Touchback. And back out to the 20-yard line.
I'm telling you, that kid's probably going to be going to college with that leg somewhere. He's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good kick, and it's angled right at the pylon, no return.
I mean, we don't really analyze special teams too much, honestly, because you don't get a lot of it in this area. But with the Holmen Vikings, that guy might be the best kicker punter in the area without question. I don't think there's anybody close.
A reminder that our stream brought to you by Bubbler. It boosts, energizes, and restores your balance. Bubbler. Hilltopper starting at the 20-yard line here. Cole sends Egan in motion from right to left, and he'll turn and hand it off. Cam Cornett stacked
Nice
up in the
job.
backfield, got back to the line of scrimmage right at the 20-yard line.
Great job inside by the Holmen Vikings. I want to say the first one in there was Tristan Brennan, and then he got some help on the backside by Kekoa Rogers, 18. Cornett looked really good on that first drive. Anna's offensive line was very, very good on that first drive.
2nd and 10 here. Again in the eye, Cole turns, gives it to Cornett, looking that right side, and gets away initially from a shoestring tackle by Adam Schmidt and gains of about 4 yards, setting up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, like you said, a shoestring tackle indeed. It's pretty interesting, when they added Johnson as the fullback, this running attack really took a little bit more precedent, don't you think? I mean, it looked like after they inserted him as the fullback, they really don't care where they're going to run the football, but he's lead blocking for it wherever it's going.
Cole back into the pistol now, trips out to the left on 3rd and 6.
Blitz
Holmen
coming.
fans getting loud. Cole looking to throw, sets up a screen, but overthrows Cornett. The blitz got to Cole, and the Vikings are going to force a punt.
Good defensive stand by Holmen. Good time to blitz, too, on that middle screen. Again, though, that's a good time to call a screen play. Timing just a little bit off there. So both coaches playing chess right now, which I always enjoy, as you know. Not as much as I enjoy North Country Steak Buffet, though, sometimes, Aaron. But that's just saying. That's just me.
And a punt and a good one angled to avoid a return by John Faraday. Goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So more good field position for Holmen here on their 3rd possession of the game.
However, the salad bar is what I've been frequenting more at North Country Steak Buffet.
Yeah, I know. It's largest in La Crosse.
It is. There's a lot of options there. No more ice cream.
Hey, you know
for
what else
Scotty.
you like?
What's that?
Asa Holmen.
I do.
Check out their large selection of grills and lawnmowers. Stop in, pick one out, and Asa Holmen will assemble it and deliver straight to your front door. Asa Holmen, Holmen Drive.
Yeah, we went this week, but just to get birdseed.
Okay.
How about that, right?
Burgett going with a pitch out to Barth
Nice
again,
block.
getting on the outside, cuts back in, makes another cut, breaks a tackle at the 30, and down to the 29. Getting Jack Barth into space out on this right has worked very well for Holmen so far.
Yep, I'm going to go back again and watch this, Aaron, because I love how when Holmen pulls and gets to the outside, look at their offensive linemen. You got 3 of them downfield blocking and helping out the halfback. Good job on the block, lead block by A.J. Ailish out there to help as well. That's how you run the option.
So blocking way downfield, Connor Degner with some good blocks to help spring Barth. 23-yard gain to begin the possession. It's 1st and 10 at the 30.
They have yet to run a counter, Aaron.
Here's Burgett. He'll keep it himself this time, and he fumbled. Ball is loose. It's dove on, and it is recovered by the Hilltoppers. Nick Putz.
Big turnover. And again, that's, Onalaska really got brought to life last week after they got turnovers in Medford. And Holmen, with all that confidence, you can't do that. That's a tough turnover in the red zone in your scoring area.
Onalaska takes over at the 23-yard line.
See if Holmen's defense can come up big again. They look great on that last drive against Onalaska.
Hilltoppers take over here. It's going to be Noah Chenault in at quarterback this time, with Cornett to his right. Johnson in motion right to left. Chenault's going to take it on the quarterback power, and there's really no room. And he fumbled the ball, and Holmen got right back on top of it.
That's huge.
Recovery by Jaron Nygren.
Nygren on the season already has 19 tackles. He had a forced fumble last week. He's having a heck of a senior year and comes up with a big turnover for the Vikings. Great job in the backfield again. Tristan Brennan with the initial pressure and a good punch out. Great job by Nygren to be aware where the football is and take that. And now Holman's back in business.
So Chenault fumbles, gives it right back to him, 1st and 10 at the 25. Burgett will keep it himself, trying to cut back outside and gets 5 or 6 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Alish again doing a good job helping his quarterback get to the outside. Decent run right there to start this drive. And again, just when you think the momentum's all out of your sails, you got it right back. But now you need to convert here. And it can't be 3 points.
Yeah, when you get a tough break and you get one right back for you in a positive way, you got to take advantage here. Just about a minute left in our first quarter, and Holmen trails by 4, 7-3. In this NBC rivalry matchup. Barth in motion. They're going to pitch to him along the right side again.
Good block.
Getting outside. He will be dragged down, but still going inside the 5. A trio of Hilltoppers needed to take him down. Got through the tackle of Antoine Felton and up to the 4-yard line goes Jack Barth.
Yeah, another good pitch out. Again, A.J. Alish with the blocking. I mean, he is a machine out there. His timing is outstanding coming around the edge.
So 15-yard gain for Barth, who has had quite the game so far. 45 seconds to go first quarter. Burgett's going to send Alish in motion. Handoff up the middle. Markovsky getting pushed forward. He's in with the help of his offensive line, pushing him forward. The Holmen Vikings take the lead on a 4-yard touchdown run by Ezra Markovsky.
Just a simple trap on that play, Aaron, right up the gut. It was hard to see that time, but then, like you said, the offensive lineman just kind of pushed him in. And that's a huge drive and conversion on the turnover for the Vikings.
Davis on for the extra point. Make it a 3-point game. And he does. Drilled it again. It's 10-7 Holmen with 38 seconds to go in our first quarter here from Empire Stadium on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube. You can find it on our mobile app.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Bobcat's your home for industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your full project list, stop at Bobcat of the Cooley Region in Dressbach or visit bobcatofthecooleyregion.com. 10-7, Holmen in front here after the 4-yard run by Ezra Markovsky. Just a little over a half-minute left in our first quarter. Davis has a sidewinding kick, go through the back of the end zone again. Touchback, Hilltoppers at the 20-yard line, and field position has been a big thing already. The Hilltoppers have started at their 20-yard line 3 times, their 23 another, while Holmen has started at the 35, 40, 47, and the Onalaska 25.
Yeah, and that continues. That could be one of the stories that we end with when this game is over, is the field position and where they stand. Onalaska's got to overcome the fact that they got to balance it out, the run and the pass, and so far they really haven't done that. And that Noah Chenault fumble was huge. They had a chance to put Holmen down 2 scores with that option offense.
Cole back in at quarterback. He takes a one-step drop, throws a lob over to Chenault, and he goes up and he grabs it on the fade route. Got a foot in bounds.
Good throw by Cole that time. Fade route nicely done by Noah Chenault.
And he was double teamed as well.
Yes. But the free safety came over a little late, though, on the double team. It was just a good ball placement that time by Chenault, or I should say Cole, to Chenault. It's confusing, because they rotate so much.
21-yard throw and catch. It's the Hilltoppers to the 41, 1st and 10. Cole, quick pitch over to the right. Cornett trying to get outside, cuts back inside, and across to the 45, up to the 47. That's a gain of 6.
A good finish by Cornett.
That'll likely be the final play. 15 seconds left and counting. Doesn't look like the Hilltoppers are in any rush. That will be the end of the first quarter. Crossroads Bar and Grill, your one-stop shop for award-winning burgers and an ice cream selection of 24 flavors. Come find us in the Timbers Building, 426 2nd Avenue South, just below the hill of Onalaska High School. Crossroads Bar and Grill. Take a break. Second quarter is coming up next. Holmen with a 3-point lead over Onalaska on ESPN La Crosse.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. We understand this time of year can be busy and overwhelming with back-to-school prep and sports underway. But everybody's got to eat. Check out our Thursday menu, from our savory Korean pepper pork ramen noodles to our homemade fried rice. If you're looking for more home style, we also have our delicious meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. So check us out on Thursdays 4 to 8 and leave with a smile. North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
First play to begin the second quarter, a fullback dive to Carter Johnson, who just crosses midfield. Backside of the ball, touching the 50-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd and half a yard. Got to get to the 49 here. See what the Hilltoppers draw up here. Cole under center. He'll turn, another fullback dive. Johnson is stuffed in the backfield. First one back there, Aiden Smith. And it'll be 4th and 1 for the Hilltoppers.
Great job by Smith to come up and penetrate on the fullback. Johnson's a load to bring down. Had some help at the end, but a good job by Aiden Smith to get off his block and make a tremendous play on the fullback Johnson.
Hilltoppers going to go for it. Ball moves from one side of the 50 to the other side, with the front tip of the ball now touching midfield. 1 yard to go. Holmen fans are getting loud.
There's some smiles on them kids' faces down there now.
Handoff, Cornett
Nice
out of the
cut.
act with some space around the outside. He's got the speed, gives a stiff arm, and taken down at the 31. He's taken down by Jaron Nygren, but not before a huge gain for Cam Cornett.
Nygren just made a touchdown-saving tackle right there because Cornett came off the edge. Good job, again, Bodie Calloway with a key block on the edge that time to set that up. And, man, Cornett came out of there like a shot. I mean, he saw that coming, and then he ended it with a nice stiff arm at the end.
A lot easier to do when there's nobody on defense in front of you either. All that open space on the outside edge. Pistol formation for the Hilltoppers. Cole, one-step drop again. He'll roll back. He'll throw, and a catch is made. A crossing route. And a catch by Tyson Hughes inside the 25 up to about the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Yeah, Cole just kind of maybe was that a delayed rollout on that play?
I don't know if that was designed or not,
I don't
but
know.
He gave a reverse 360 roll.
He did. He looked for the primary receiver coming out in the fade, and then he decided to roll out right. Hughes right in the middle of the field. Good throw. Good timing.
2nd and 3 for the Hilltoppers. Sun is set here at Empire Stadium. 10-7 Holmen lead. Handoff Cornett right up the middle.
Oh,
he was
wow.
upended, stayed on his feet. An acrobatic move to get up to the 21. I think they're going to give him the first down.
Are they going to say he's just a little short?
They're giving it to him. The far side official saying we're moving it. First down, Onalaska.
I tell you, what an effort by Cornett to come out of that pile. It looked like he was dead to rights right there, but kept his feet moving, and that's the one thing about Cam. He doesn't stop. He just keeps going, and right there, that's the effort.
Ball to 21, just outside the red zone for the Hilltoppers, who are trying to take back the lead here. Cole turns, fakes the handoff, rolls out left, sets his body, fires, and a low ball is caught. Pierce Summerfield goes down to the turf to grab it. And they're going to give him a first down, gain of 11.
He had Noah Chenault wide open in the corner of the end zone. I don't know if you saw that, Aaron. He had his man beat. I don't know if he didn't see him or he didn't have confidence in the throw, but he had him on that pylon corner.
I would say I don't know if he had his body turned well enough to get enough power on it.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Did he not have confidence he could make that throw?
They're going to say exactly 10 yards on the catch by Summerfield. So 1st and 10 at the 11. It's going to be a handoff. Cornett jukes right and drags a defender inside the 10 up to about the 8-yard line for a gain of 3.
Simple power right. Holmen doing a good job again reacting on that side of the ball. Jagger Jepson on the tackle, 71.
Under 8 minutes to go now. In our second quarter, 10-7 Holmen leads. That's where Markovsky scored the go-ahead touchdown. Gavin Davis, a 25-yard field goal for the Hilltoppers. A touchdown run by Cam Cornett of 64 yards. Here's Cole looking to throw. Drops back, throws, high ball going up, and got it! What a catch! Broden Steiner went up, was flipped underneath him, and still came down with it. Catch completed, touchdown Hilltoppers.
Beautiful throw by Cole. Look at this high point by Steiner. What a catch. Letting the secondary know about it. Look at this one more time here. Look at the route. Good slant, perfect ball, touchdown Onalaska.
Oh, Mallory Megan on for the extra point. And she knocks it through. 14-10. Hilltoppers are in front with 7:33 to go in our second quarter right here on ESPN La Crosse.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. We understand this time of year can be busy and overwhelming with back-to-school prep and sports underway. But everybody's got to eat. Check out our Thursday menu from our savory Korean pepper pork ramen noodles to our homemade fried rice. If you're looking for more home style, we also have our delicious meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. So check us out on Thursdays 4 to 8 and leave with a smile. North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Right back here in Empire Stadium, Hilltoppers in front, 14-10. With DriveUltra.org, you're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Ultra Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. And Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Union State Bank. Great catch by Broden Steiner going up and getting it on the slant route. Cole put it a spot where only he could catch it, and the Hilltoppers in front by 4 here. As Egan will kick it away back to the 5. It's caught over the head. And a return by Matthew Kahn, I believe, and he has got not a lot of room to go. And he's going to be tackled at the 15-yard line. So Kahn brings it to the 15 in the worst field position by far tonight for the Holmen Vikings.
Yeah, we talked about it early in the game. Holmen's, very luxurious field position as we've gone through this game.
Just
and now
20 yards worse than their previous worst
and
field
now
position.
they're starting way back in their own end after Onalaska just scores. So
I'm
we'll
sure
see
they
how
would
this
love
works
to use
out.
the final 7:20 of this clock to score a touchdown and give the Hilltoppers no chance to answer.
I would like to phone a friend, too.
And a flag. False start on the Vikings.
It looked like the tight end moved.
We'll have to wait a bit for this drive to get started. All the way back to the 10 now. Vikings got to go 90 yards, and it's kind of what this option is built for, right? Methodical offense, long drives down the field, but 90 yards is 90 yards.
In this situation, you have to be flawless when running the option.
Yeah.
You can't afford to turn the ball over back here.
Or a 3-and-out.
Correct. Field position is not in their favor here.
Burgett's going to keep it.
Good block.
And he runs right up the middle, and somehow the Hilltoppers didn't get a handle on him until he crosses the 20 up to the 22-yard line. Big chunk by Alex Burgett on first down.
A good job by Jager Jepson just kind of pulling out from that right guard spot to seal that middle linebacker. And then off the back end, Burgett just showing that athletic ability. 2 touchdowns last week. He can go 6 for 87 last week against Sauk. Not too bad numbers right there.
Burgett will quick pitch to Barth along the right side. This has worked a lot so
hit.
far, and Antoine Felton makes sure it doesn't work this time. Gain of 1 for Barth, and it sets up a 3rd and 1.
And again, that's what you want, though, that running back going one-on-one with the defensive back. But, man, Barton just laid down the lumber that time. That was a great hit. One-on-one.
Six carries for 83 yards so far for Jack Barth.
It's the only thing Deion Sanders couldn't do.
Run. I'm just kidding. Handoff up the middle. Markovsky
He
trying to
didn't
get
get
to the 25. I don't know if he
get it.
got there. They're going to stand right at the 25, and I think they're going to give it to him. They will. Tip of the football on the 25. Gain of 1 is exactly what they needed for the first down.
I know we have a lot of Holmen faithful underneath us, but I don't know about that ball placement right there.
Markovsky got just enough push.
Really, really good penetration inside by Onalaska's defense. I thought for sure that was a stop.
.540 to go in our second quarter. Burgett going to try to run again and leans forward up to the 30-yard line. Be a gain of 5. Doesn't look like that was a gain of 5, but
that's
they're
that
going to
option.
give him 6.
That's that option offense, man. You lean forward, you get a couple extra yards, you come off the back end of your offensive lineman, let them do the dirty work, and take all the credit, I guess. That's why I have so much respect for the offensive lineman in the option.
6 for 28 so far for Burgett on the ground. Also lost a fumble.
Look at this.
2 receivers split out wide. Burgett handing right up the middle and breaking a tackle at the line of scrimmage with some speed. Into the open. There goes John Faherty. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Holmen. John Faherty from 60 yards out, 69 yards out for the touchdown.
What a run by Faherty that time. Just come on the simple trap play right there. And it looked like the inside linebacker just got chipped just a little bit right there. And Faherty turned on the Jets and went to the end zone.
69-yard touchdown run for John Faherty. And he gives the Vikings back the lead, 16-14 pending the extra point.
Flag on the play.
Is it going to be on the Hilltoppers for late sub? Yeah.
Yep.
Legal sub on the Hilltoppers, so it'll be half the distance. I wonder if Holmen will go for 2 here. Probably not, based on their ability to kick. And
Looks like
they're still going to
kick.
kick.
They're going to stick with it.
So Davis on for the extra point. And once again, it is crushed. 17-14, 4:49 to go in our second quarter. We've got a ball game here at Empire Stadium between the Hilltoppers and the Vikings on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk has a full lineup of proven Bobcat equipment, helping you power through the most challenging jobs and toughest projects to get more done. Stop into St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk to demo the latest in compact track loaders, skid steer loaders, excavators, and compact tractors from the leader in compact equipment. The factory-trained technicians at St. Joseph Equipment can provide the regular service that keeps your equipment running strong. St. Joseph Equipment, proud to be your authorized Bobcat dealer in Norwalk.
Will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now's the time to upgrade to an Armstrong Air System. From Rich Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem, call them at 786-2676. The Prescription Center Pharmacy, now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16. Compounding Pharmacy creates medication specifically for you, your family, and your pets. Call 608-788-4500. Kickoff is taken in the end zone by Stetler, just a yard in. So another touchback, and the Hilltoppers for the fourth time out of 5 possessions start at their own 20.
Yeah, a deep road to go for the Hilltoppers again. Aaron, I feel like I'm slacking with the replay. You know, I love the formation Holmen was running. I was so intrigued that I was like, this is different. What's going on here? I feel bad.
Receiver right, receiver
I don't
left.
want people to think I don't want to put the Holmen replays up. That's not the case. That was a beautiful run. It was a different look. I was trying to figure out, okay.
Probably why I went for a 70-yard touchdown.
It was a great play call, good design.
Here's Chenault back in at quarterback in the shotgun. Johnson motion right to left. Chenault going to roll out right. Now he's looking to throw deep downfield. Summerfield behind the defense. It is dropped. Pierce Summerfield was wide open.
Gotta catch that.
At the 45, and he dropped it.
Yeah, that's the ball you got to catch. That was a good throw. It's in his hands. Got to bring that in.
They ran that exact play earlier, except Chenault kept it. That's the one he fumbled on, which is why Summerfield got behind the defense. The defensive back on the near side got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, I mean, because they're anticipating Chenault to roll out and run like they did prior. That time they slung it down the field. Would have been a big play for the Hilltoppers.
It's a coach's nightmare, setting up a play that worked and not executed. And again, Pierce Summerfield drops the ball on a curl route. Went right back to him, back-to-back drops.
And you got to think the coaching staff for the Hilltoppers not happy about that at all.
You also say, keep your head up, kid, because they're probably going back to you at some point.
You gotta let it go. And the thing is, we've talked about it, so much transition with the wide receiver and quarterback position with the Hilltoppers this year.
Chenault still back there in the shotgun. And a whistle.
Timeout.
Timeout, Hilltoppers. Coach Yashinsky wants to talk it over here on an important 3rd and 10 with 4:39 to go at Empire Stadium, our second quarter. Holmen in front by 3 on ESPN La Crosse.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning, locally family-owned company providing quality heating and air conditioning services, located in West Salem, proudly serving residential and commercial customers. Free estimates and 24-hour emergency service. Here's an end around, looking to the right side on 3rd down, and not
Great
much
pursuit.
going on. The Holmen defense is up to the task, and it'll be 4th and 10.
Yeah, good pursuit on that end around. Holmen not fooled at all. They stayed at home. They didn't overcommit. It's a good play by the Viking defense. And right now, the momentum is live here at Empire. All these fans loving this so far. What a great game. What a good night for football, too. Wonder how it is in Brazil.
I don't know. I haven't looked.
I haven't either. I'm just wondering what the weather forecast would be like tonight.
I'm trying to figure out if I can go the entire night without hearing any results and replaying it. What do you think? What do you think my chances are?
I'm going to say, what do we got going on here? A flag or a timeout? I'm going to say probably less than 20%.
Okay. So a 5-yard penalty on the Hilltoppers here in the punt formation. They've got 2 penalties. One's on a kick and one's on a punt.
I guess it's better than when you're going down the field offensively and trying to make plays with your team.
The ball moved back to the 15-yard line as Case and Irwin back to punt. John Faraday back to return right around midfield. Irwin brings down a high snap. Kick is away. It's a decent one. Right around towards midfield. Faraday catches at the 48 and is tackled down at the Onalaska 48. So a 4-yard return sets up the Holmen offense here in really good territory. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, the place to meet your family and friends before or after the game in downtown West Salem. Made from scratch daily lunch specials. Follow them on Facebook. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem.
Here's the thing about the option, though. You got 3:32 to get down the field and score. Okay? So you need a big run, maybe a couple, to set it up, because 3:32, that's, in high school football, not a lot of time.
Here's a run
nice
up
cut.
the middle. And a good cut, as you mentioned, by the quarterback, Alex Burgett, up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, right off the backside of number 52, Connor Dinger right there.
Made an 8-yard run for Burgett.
Holmen's offensive line, I think, has done a really good job in this first half. They've really settled in after that rough start.
Another pitch to Barth, working that right side with the pitch, and he is tackled in the backfield. Tyson Hughes was on the ground, gave a second effort, and just got enough of the foot of Barth to tackle in the backfield. Loss of 2.
As many years as we've heard of the legend of Tyson Hughes, that right there showed his athleticism at its finest.
Well, it has been the legend. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy enough to stay on the field for multiple games. They're excited about him and what he can bring them.
He's a dynamic athlete. You can see it on that play right there. I mean, the closing speed was really, really shown in that play.
Plays both ways. Defensive back and wide receiver. Getting his chance here. 3rd and 4. Burgett running the speed option, pitching outside. A.J. Eilish, good cut. Crosses the 40, crosses 35, up to the 34-yard line. First down, Vikings.
Good timing on the pitch by Burgett, too. The one thing you'll notice on Alaska, they kind of stayed in that area. They didn't want to overcommit, bring somebody in and get fooled, and that's when Burgett decided to pitch it out. So good decision. Eilish doing the rest.
9th first down of the half for the Vikings. 1st and 10. Under 2 minutes to go here in our second quarter. Burgett up the middle. Fakes it, picks back out. Barth with some room along the right side, cuts inside, pick up the first down, up to the 21-yard line.
That was a great block again by Eilish on the outside. I mean, I could just make a tape of how you block in the option with A.J. Eilish here tonight.
12-yard run for Barth. That pitch out to the right with Jack Barth has worked really, really well.
Mm-hmm. What kind of music do you think I could put underneath that tape if I made one? Maybe some yacht rock, maybe some sailing, something like that. You know, something soothing.
That works.
So it's not so violent. I don't know.
would have gone with some Beethoven, but.
How about Vivaldi?
Burgett keeping it himself around the right edge, spinning away and now being tackled down just shy of the 15-yard line. Good chunk, and it brings up second down with a minute to go.
Yeah, another good chunk, but again, it's under a minute.
They do have 2 timeouts as Holmen.
Yep.
They've got a semi-hurry-up offense here.
taking a lot of time here.
2nd and 4. Burgett turns. Keeps himself again around the left. He's
Nice
taken down in the
play.
backbone by
Flag, too.
Putz. Flag in on the play.
And Putz come off the edge and just really disrupted that. And again, you know, this is in these situations why the option can be such a detriment. You know, you need to get down the field and you want to put one in before half, right? You're up 17-14. You're in your home stadium. Your crowd's alive. Get it into the end zone.
I would assume Onalaska wants to push Holmen backwards.
Or are they going to decline based on the tackle? I don't know.
But you want them to be farther back, right? You want them
True. With the kicker, I see where
Yeah.
you're coming from with that situation, but
it's on
also it's on Onalaska.
Face mask? Yeah, wow.
Really? That's
Face
huge.
mask. It came in around the area of holding, so I
That's
just
what I thought
assumed.
as
But
well.
it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Still, though, again, you got 30 seconds to get this ball into the end zone. Are you going to really run the football 3 times? That's my question.
They do have 2 timeouts. Burgett under center, will turn.
There you go.
Roll out right. He's looking to throw. Throws it into the end
Good
zone
throw.
and wide open. Touchdown! Tyler Rosno, his 2nd catch of the night, puts the Vikings back in the end zone and a 9-point lead pending the extra point.
Good throw that time by Burgett, rolling out to the right. And again, the catch made in the back of the end zone, like you said, by Rosnow. And look at that catch. That was a great catch, a good ball. Touchdown Vikings. They must have listened to Uncle Scotty. I might be a crazy uncle, but I think I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
Davis, his extra point is good again. 10-point lead with 25 seconds to go in our first half. Onalaska will see what they want to do with that final half minute when we come back on ESPN La Crosse.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
St. Joseph Equipment offers new and used farm equipment from 3 locations: Norwalk, Richland Center, and St. Joseph's Ridge. They feature inventory from popular brands such as Case IH, New Holland, Massey Ferguson, Kubota, and more. Check them out at stjosephequipment.com.
What a great drive right there. And again, I got to give compliments to Travis Kowalski and his coaching staff. They probably worked on that, I'm guessing, this week. It looked like that they were ready to go when the time arose to run that play. Great throw, again, by Burgett on the backside of the end zone. And, man, Rosenow couldn't have had a better ball to catch.
Davis will launch one into the just short of the end zone this time. They're going to reverse on the kickoff return. Blocking is set up for Stetler, who gets around the edge, but great pursuit and great angles on the kick return by Colin Griffin, who saved a lot of more yards.
Yeah, and if Griffin doesn't make that play, Stetler's probably going to the end zone. So it was a great play, like you said, Aaron. And, man, how about Davis, man? He's got a leg on him.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's either in the end zone or close to it.
Ball at the 25. We'll see what Onalaska wants to do here. They get the ball at the start of the second half. Coach Yashinsky isn't one to give up possessions or plays. Pulls in there in the pistol. He'll hand off to Cornett, who breaks a couple of tackles and picks up 3 yards on the play.
My guess is they probably won't run another play here.
And they're in no hurry. That'll be the end of our first half. Big first half for the Holmen Vikings. 24 points. And it's capped off by a 9-yard touchdown catch from Alex Burgett to Tyler Roseno. A 10-point lead for the Vikings going into the break. We'll have some stats, Scotty's thoughts, and more on ESPN La Crosse 105.5, streaming live on our YouTube. You can find it on our free mobile app.
Man, it is really coming down out there. You might want to slow down.
Hey, this is a four-wheel drive. It can handle this downpour.
I told you to slow down.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm fine, but our vehicle sure is a mess.
No matter how it happens, for expert repair of your vehicle, there's just one place to go. Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem. Derek will deal with your insurance company, making repairing your vehicle simple, easy, and hassle-free. When this happens, the place to take your vehicle for expert body repair is Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem.
So what could be better than them doing everything from assembling your new grill to delivering it straight to your front door? At Ace of Holmen, they'll do both, from a Big Green Egg or a Weber grill. With football finally back, what a perfect time to reset with a brand new grill at Ace of Holmen. You pick it out, Sean and his crew at Ace will assemble and deliver right to your house. Not exactly something the big box stores and Amazon can do. Hey, it's football season and your one-stop shop, Ace of Holmen, Holmen Drive.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor is proud to be an official game day sponsor of Coulee Region Sports. Every Friday, present your student ID and get $2 off every single item on our menu. Turn our $3 Kid Scoop into a $1 Kid Scoop when you present your student ID. Celebrate the football season with us at Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor, and let's start a tradition where the fun never stops.
Hi, it's James from Food Dudes in Holmen, back again. Everybody seems to have a weekly special, but here at Food Dudes, we sort of go next level. We've ran over 90 weekly specials and haven't duplicated one yet. From the Big Country Breakfast Sand, to the Gambino Panino, to the very popular Sweet Mother of Garlic Parm. So when you stop at Food Dudes, try our weekly special, which likely means something you've never tried before and definitely something you'll absolutely love.
Food Dudes, Holmen, fresh food fast. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning customers have a way with words.
Jeff and I decided to build our own house, and it was really important for us to choose subcontractors that were trustworthy and reliable and work with our schedule to get the job done in a timely manner.
We went with G&T because they're a local family-owned business, they have a great reputation, and we knew they'd get the job done.
Whenever I get asked who I would recommend for an HVAC specialist, hands down, I always recommend G&T.
Three things that come to my mind with G&T is they have quality work, great communication, and reasonable prices.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Chris Riggles with Remax in Onalaska would love to talk with you. Contact Chris, Remax in Onalaska. Hot steaks, burgers straight off the grill, pork chops, chicken, and North Country's fresh salad bar. Yeah, largest in La Crosse. You know all about that. North Country Steak Buffet. 24-14 at the break. Holmen with an impressive first half. They lead by 10.
I really, after they got that fumble back, after they fumbled the football, getting that fumble from Chenault, and they kind of took over in that first half, I really felt like all the momentum went to Holmen at that point. And again, let's credit this option offense for really being deceptive. A couple big runs, Flaherty with the huge 69-yard touchdown run. Really, for me, that was a highlight reel run because it was an offensive spread that Holmen hadn't shown yet. Coming out of the option, you go too wide, too tight end inside, and it looked like they might do some play action and maybe roll out a little bit and throw it to one of the tight ends, but instead they run an inside give to Flaherty, who just took it to the house with a great block by Adam Schmidt to seal the middle linebacker to make that happen. So beautiful run right there. And Holmen right now, honestly, to me, all the momentum with them is tremendous, and it's nice to see that they're mixing in more pass with this option offense. I've been very critical. I've been very open about it. I've been open about it many times, and I have to say, Travis Kowalski, great job. Thank you for putting in some passing plays for the Vikings because they have the athletes to do it. They have a lot of speed. They have a lot of talent. Utilize what you have, and that's what they did in the first half. It was an excellent, excellent coaching job by the Viking coaching staff. And for Onalaska, honestly, again, it's the growing pains at quarterback. We're still seeing it. Ian Cole's still kind of learning the position. Chenault comes in. That they should have had that big pass to Summerfield down the field. That might have changed the trajectory of this first half near the tail end of it. But again, a big drop right there. Holmen takes over, scores another touchdown. Just some mistakes here and there by the Hilltoppers, and they're not doing it penalty-wise. Really, it was the fumble, and they haven't turned the ball over much this year. Both these teams coming in are plus in the turnover ratio, so both these teams have done a good job in that area of football. However, Holmen's just doing a better job executing right now overall than the Onalaska Hilltoppers. And who thought we would say that with Tom Yashinsky as the head coach? Because, man, you know how much I love Yash. I think he's a genius, but, they're going to have to make some adjustments here.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, serving the Cooley region since 1983. Hilltopper Refuse, a proud sponsor of high school football. And Bubbler boosts, energizes, and restores your balance.
I got to go buy more tomorrow.
Hey, no sugar as well, so add that into what Bubbler can do for you. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll give you some stats on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. We understand this time of year can be busy and overwhelming with back-to-school prep and sports underway. But everybody's got to eat. Check out our Thursday menu from our savory Korean pepper pork ramen noodles to our homemade fried rice. If you're looking for more home style, we also have our delicious meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. So check us out on Thursdays 4 to 8 and leave with a smile. North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk has a full lineup of proven Bobcat equipment, helping you power through the most challenging jobs and toughest projects to get more done. Stop into St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk to demo the latest in compact track loaders, skid steer loaders, excavators, and compact tractors from the leader in compact equipment. The factory-trained technicians at St. Joseph Equipment can provide the regular service that keeps your equipment running strong. St. Joseph Equipment, proud to be your authorized Bobcat dealer in Norwalk. 3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office, downtown West Salem.
Don't let banking be stressful. Union State Bank is a family-owned bank at the forefront of technology. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances on your time. Deposit a check, pay bills, manage your debit card, transfer funds, and receive real-time alerts. We bring banking to the palm of your hand so you can easily track your account wherever life takes you. At one of our locations or on the go, Union State Bank puts you first. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
So what could be better than them doing everything from assembling your new grill to delivering it straight to your front door? At Ace of Holmen, they'll do both, from a Big Green Egg or a Weber grill. With football finally back, what a perfect time to reset with a brand new grill at Ace of Holmen. You pick it out, Sean and his crew at Ace will assemble and deliver right to your house. Not exactly something the big box stores and Amazon can do. Hey, it's football season and your one-stop shop, Ace of Holmen, Holmen Drive.
If you want to run a business, talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance. Noble specializes in business insurance, can also help you, though, with home and auto. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street in Onalaska. Take a look at some stats quickly. The Hilltoppers, Ian Cole threw 5 for 6, 56 yards and a touchdown. Noah Chenault 0 for 2. Cam Cornett 10 for 108 and a touchdown on the ground. Carter Johnson 2 for 3 and a run each for Noah Chenault and Luke Siegel for no yards. Pierce Summerfield, Carter Johnson with a catch for 10 yards each. Tyson Hughes a catch for 7. Noah Chenault 1 for 21. And Broden Steiner, the outstanding catch in the end zone, an 8-yard score. For the Holmen Vikings, Alex Burgett threw 3 times in the first half in an option offense. 19 yards and a touchdown to Tyler Rosno right before the break. Burgett also ran for 39 yards. Jack Barth, 93 yards on the ground after 8 carries. Ezra Markovsky scored. Touchdown, 4 for 14 in the score. And A.J. Ailish, 3 for 27 on the ground. John Faraday, a 69-yard touchdown run. He's got 2 carries for 70 yards. All of that, a 24-14 lead for Holmen, but they have only outgained the Hilltoppers by 25 yards. Listen to the starting field position. For the Hilltoppers, their own 20, 20, 20, 20, 23, and 25. For the Vikings, their own 35, 40, 47. the Onalaska 25, the Onalaska 49 in their own 15. So field position a big difference so far.
Well, and then when you're running an option offense, that's kind of in your favor, isn't it? I mean, you don't want to really have big distances to drive down the field unless you're that confident in your team that you can eat up like 9 or 10 minutes of clock just going down with a drive. So to me, this is beneficial to Holmen, how the game is going so far. I do have a couple scores, Aaron, if you don't mind, real quick.
I do.
West Salem up 14-7 at the half over Viroqua. Thanks, buddy. Sparta over 10-7 on Logan right now. That's going to be a good game.
That's
Cody
over on
Depius,
102.1.
our buddy Cody, he's probably all fired up. Hopefully he's got a job after this weekend. He gets pretty amped up for these games. Baraboo up 7-0 on Tomah right now. And the Luther Knights ranked number 10 in Division 6, up 7-0 over GET right now.
That is a good division to be ranked in. Division 6 is much easier than 5 or 7 for sure.
You know who's not ranked in Division 6 anymore? Bangor.
Well, that's because they're in Division 7.
That's right. I know. I'm just teasing you.
The absolute best comfort food imaginable.
They're not ranked there either.
No, they're not. Grilled cheese melts, fresh burgers, and signature chicken sandwiches. Food Dudes has fresh food fast. We'll take a break. Second half is coming up next on ESPN La Crosse.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk has a full lineup of proven Bobcat equipment, helping you power through the most challenging jobs and toughest projects to get more done. Stop into St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk to demo the latest in compact track loaders, skid steer loaders, excavators, and compact tractors from the leader in compact equipment. The factory-trained technicians at St. Joseph Equipment can provide the regular service that keeps your equipment running strong. St. Joseph Equipment, proud to be your authorized Bobcat dealer in Norwalk. 3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office, downtown West Salem.
Check out the large selection of grills and lawnmowers at Ace of Holmen. Stop in, pick one out, and Ace of Holmen will assemble and deliver straight to your front door. Ace of Holmen on Holmen Drive.
I'm going to need a new grill after this summer, Aaron. You know where I'm going.
Ace of Holmen.
That's right.
Oh, nailed it.
It's time for Traeger, I think.
24-14, Holmen leads, and they kick it away, and we've got a flag for the second time tonight, offsides on the kickoff. So Holmen will back it up 5 yards. We'll see if they just wanted to give Gavin Davis a little bit of a challenge on a touchback.
Yeah, I was going to say, they just want him to kick it an extra 10 yards just because, you know, he's just not getting enough of a workout tonight. We need to get the kicker a little bit more active here.
They want to see if he can get it into the end zone from the 35 instead.
Speaking of kickers, is Justin Tucker finally showing his age?
Because he missed one kick?
Dude, he missed more than one kick last year. He missed a bunch of kicks from more than 40 yards.
Well,
what do you think? Is Father Time finally catching up with the maestro?
I think it doesn't matter that he made it or missed it. So
I'm just saying, you know, some of those guys take a long time to show their age, but it might be time.
Mm-hmm.
Might be time.
You guys have a debit card? You guys have a debit card?
Kickoff is away. And it is that out of bounds?
The kick went out of bounds, so
I didn't see a flag fly. Did it? Did the official already put it in his pocket?
I think they're just going to mark it off.
So for the second time tonight, we've had a offsides on the kickoff turn into a out-of-bounds kick. So the Hilltoppers will have their clearly best field position of the night at their own 40-yard line here to begin the second half, trailing 24-14. First week of conference play, a big-time rivalry here between the Hilltoppers and Vikings. Cole will turn, hand off to Cornett to begin the half, who will dive forward for a yard. Well, Cornett.
Good tackle by Rogers. Koa Rogers is a good athlete. Him and Nygren back there in the secondary do a really good job.
2nd and 9 here. Cole again will turn, fake the handoff, play action, pressure in the backfield, and nearly intercepted by Matthew Kahn, but went through his hands and incomplete.
If Kahn catches that ball, he's going to the end zone. There was nobody around him. That's a big opportunity.
That's the classic pick six ball.
Oh, man. We might be going back to that later if Anna ends up scoring on this drive some way, somehow.
Third and 9 for Onalaska. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. This early in the second half, Cole straight drop
Blitz.
back to throw. Fires across the middle. Chenault had it in his hands. He is hit hard as his hands touch the football by Max Burrows, and it's incomplete. And the Hilltoppers will punt here, 3 and out.
Good defense by the Vikings, and Burrows with a great hit on Chenault. That ball a little bit underthrown by Cole that time because he kind of came off his back foot with it. Good pressure by the Viking defense. I think this whole series, the Vikings defensive line did a really good job of disrupting Onalaska.
Looking at Matthew Cowan over down to our right, he is still upset that he dropped that easy pick
I
six.
would be
He's
too.
shaking his head right now.
I'd be upset. I mean, wouldn't you?
Oh, for sure. He's just sitting over there
that's
frustrated.
That's gravy train time right there.
Good kick by Irwin on the punt. Lands at the 26 and will bounce backwards to the 29 before Carter Johnson gets a touch on it. So Holmen will start at their own 29-yard line, up 24-14.
Now, if you're the Vikings, you want to score on this drive and give Onalaska that distance and let them come back, put them in high percentage turnover position throwing the football down the field. You have to think that Coach Kowalski and his staff are really talking to the kids about, hey, let's get it down the field. Let's choose some clock, get it into the end zone, and make
We've talked a lot
work.
about being down 2 scores, but being up 2 scores is great for the option offense.
It's fantastic. It's the situation they want to be in for sure.
Burgett will keep it and pitch it back out to Barth on the speed option. Barth turns the corner on the right side, cuts back middle of the field, one man to beat, and he will be dragged down all the way inside the 25. Touchdown saving tackle by Luke Siegel, but not before Jack Barth got a big gain on first down.
Good job on the pitch out here by Holmen. Barth showing the speed here, and the tackle at the end had to be like 3 guys to really bring him down. Thought he was going to get away, but the toss was perfect. Good blocking again on the edge. Really nice block by Tyler Resnow. Beautiful block.
48-yard gain on first down for Jack Barth. He's already got 140 yards on the night. 141 to be exact. Burgett sends Barth in motion. They'll give it up the middle, and Markovsky will push for about 3.
So now you can kind of pick and choose your poison here and make Onalaska work for it. Just a simple trap to Markovsky. And you got to think on his defense, you know, they've been on the field quite a bit in this game. They've got to be tired of the situation. And if Holmen puts another one on the board here, that's going to really put them in dire straits. Take your money for nothing and your checks for free, Aaron.
2 minutes into our third quarter. Holmen driving, already up 10 in the red zone. Burgett's going to look to throw, fires on the slant, and overthrew his intended receiver in Tyler Rosno.
I love the idea, though, and I love the fact to kind of throw that in there to keep Onalaska guessing, because it keeps him from thinking, oh, here it comes pitch, here it comes give, here it comes counter.
More of the traditional throw, too, just straight drop rack. Usually they like to roll out with Burgett to allow him to run if he has to.
And Burgett's shown he can throw the ball. He's got a good arm.
Yeah, he rifled that one in there.
That one a little too much.
Here's a run. Burgett keeps it himself, breaks a tackle, and then runs into Antoine Felton, who takes him down.
I think they got the first down.
12-yard line, and it's going to be enough.
Yeah. Wow, great run.
Gain of 11 that time.
And these fans at Empire Stadium, you can feel it in here. They're excited. And they should be.
I was going to say, why shouldn't they be?
They should be.
They play like this. They're going to win an MVC title this year.
This is a great performance.
Here's a run again.
Nice
Burgett
cut.
right up the middle, untouched, and he's in. 13-yard score for Burgett, and the Vikings are pouring it on. They lead 30-14.
Coming right off the backside. Here you go, Holmen. Burgett, good fake, cut back inside. Great block on the outside by number 70 that time. Weston shot with a great block to seal. Look at that. Great cut here by Burgett. Touchdown, Holmen.
Do I even have to look to see if this extra point is going to be good or not with Gavin Davis? And it's drilled again. 31-14 lead. 3-score lead for the Vikings with just about 9 minutes to go in our third quarter on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
Don't let banking be stressful. Union State Bank is a family-owned bank at the forefront of technology. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances on your time. Deposit a check, pay bills, manage your debit card, transfer funds, and receive real-time alerts. We bring banking to the palm of your hand so you can easily track your account wherever life takes you. At one of our locations or on the go, Union State Bank puts you first. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bobcat is your home for industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your fall project list, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee Region in Dressbach or visit bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
That was really clever. I never heard dig in. I like that. That's a good ad. Who wrote that? They're genius.
I don't know. Not me. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't write it
I
either.
was just given the read, and I do my job by proclaiming the words.
I might have to get a Bobcat the way the wife was talking about what she wants to do to the yard.
Ooh, you got a big project ahead of you? Big fall project list?
Sounds like it.
Davis is going to kick it away and short of the end zone this time, taking at the 3. Siegel will hand it off to Stetler, who runs right up the middle of the field and is taken down inside the 20-yard line. So even worse field position for the Hilltoppers here, trailing by 17.
Yeah, good kick coverage by the Vikings, staying at home, not over-committing. You know, it's rough when you overcommit on those lanes on a kickoff, and we've seen mistakes happen in the past with those. At any level of football, it's happened. I mean, it's fun to watch to see a big return, but, man, it's easily avoidable.
8:59 to go, third quarter, and Onalaska's in danger of losing control of this one, trailing by 17 here. Need a quick score. Cole under center, turns, flips to Cornett. He's going to try to get some space along the left side, and there is nothing there. Did he fumble? Ball is loose. He was hit hard. Ball came out, and we'll see a signal from the officials, and they're going to mark it Onalaska ball. Cornett got smoked in the backfield and lost control, but they got back on top of it. It's a loss of 2.
I didn't get to see who made the hit on the ball. I just saw the ball pop out. Onalaska lucky to get on top of that. Just think if Holmen would have got that. I mean, with the lead they have right now and the momentum that they have.
Yeah. Trips out to the right here for the Hilltoppers. Cole will look to throw. Looking, corner route is caught by
Nice
Pierce
catch.
Summerfield. Makes up for a couple of drops in that first half. That is a tough catch by Pierce. As we mark to the 29, and that will go for a first down.
Yeah, great corner route, good catch, and a good ball placement by Ian Cole.
Cole under center here. Two receivers left, one right. He'll give it to Cornett.
Nice
and he is
play.
stopped in the backfield again. First one in there, Drew Larson. Also in there on the tackle was big number 60, and Tristan Brennan.
Larson just came like a screaming demon off of that right edge and made a great play on the ball carrier, Cornett. He's hard to bring down at one tackle, but Larson came right through and made a great play on a guy who is really tough to bring down in Cam Cornett. The Vikings right now have all the momentum.
They're going to say forward momentum gave them a yard. 2nd and 9.
Really?
That's where they marked the ball.
Forward momentum usually gets me something too.
A trip?
Sometimes.
Cole with a wide rollout left, fires, and ball is caught on the outside by Siegel, makes a move, across the 40-yard line up to the 42, and a first down for the Hilltoppers.
Nice play design by Onalaska. Cole coming out, just a simple in route that time. Good ball, good protection. Really nobody in the backfield to disrupt him. Tristan Brennan got him, but he was way on the other side of the line. And if he could track down a quarterback at his size going that way, that would be really impressive.
1st and 10 for Onalaska. Cole hands off, Cornett with some space, lowers the shoulder, and is taken down by Jaron Nygren, just shy of midfield.
Good tackle by Nygren right there, just coming up, he's listed as a defensive back, but he's almost a pseudo linebacker back there, just trying to watch and react to what's going on. Kind of like a monster. You know, you talk about that 5'2" monster. It's kind of what he's doing out there.
Free roamer.
Very, very much so, and he's very good at it.
High formation for the Hilltoppers. Cole hands off, Cornett working the left side.
Nice
and
defense.
Right near the first down marker. And we'll see, they're going to give it to him.
Again, good penetration, though, by the Vikings. Cornett, though, just getting just enough off of that left side. And, again, they're going behind Bodie Calloway, which is what they should be doing right now in this situation. I did feel Aiden Knopp had a great game last week, though, against Medford. So
that
either
right
way,
side did completely.
They did great. I mean,
Jack Stone, Mason Richardson.
Stone, yep, Richardson probably played his best game of the season last week.
Motion out, Siegel to the right. And Cole will turn, give it to Cornett, and he will lower the shoulder forward to the 46-yard line for a gain of 2.
Yeah, Cornett doesn't lose yards very often. That's one thing you can say about him. If you kind of scout him from afar, is, you know, he always gets usually positive yardage. It's very rare that he's dropped for a loss or makes a mistake with the football.
Impressive showing so far for Holmen. They lead 31-14 here, halfway through our third quarter. Onalaska looking
Blitz.
to cut into it. Roll out, play action, and Cole's going to be sacked in the backfield.
Colin Williams off the edge and uncontested on the sack because Holmen brought pressure, an extra 2 linebackers on the right, leaving Williams open with no blocking. That's an excellent play call by the Vikings defensive coaching staff.
A loss of 8 on the play. Brings up a long 3rd and 16. Screen play, Cole dumps to Cornett with some space and some blockers, and he is tackled across the 45-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Hilltoppers.
And Nygren coming up making another good tackle on Cornett. And again, he's just really keying in on whatever he sees back there. This is a big, big 4th down.
Well, this feels like the game. Time is getting shorter. Under 4 minutes to go,
might
third
actually
quarter.
watch most of the Packer game after all, the way this is going.
You hope.
Well, no. I hope for a good game.
Cole drops back to throw, fires far
Nice
sideline, and a great route. Summerfield breaks a tackle inside the 20-yard line. 15-10, and he is taken out there. Flag on the near side after the catch was made. We'll see what the call is.
Oh, look at that again, though. Summerfield breaking away after the catch. Look at that broken tackle. I thought he was going to make it to the end zone.
Sideline warning.
Wow. That's big. Is that on Holmen?
Yeah. I think maybe Coach Kowalski just got in the way of the officials, so big gain is not negated that time. It's just a warning. So ball moves from the 45-yard line all the way inside the 10 up to the 8. High formation. Cole turns, hands off Cornett. Had a steam, leaps through the initial wave of tacklers up to the 5.
Now they're running on that right side a little bit. Lead block again by Johnson. Anna's got to score on this possession, I think. I think you would agree, Aaron.
And score as quickly as they can. They got to save some time here.
Yep.
Holmen,
they got to get stopped, though,
love to use time, and they're apt to use time with their offensive style. Cornett up the middle, and he will lean forward into the end zone. Hilltoppers answer with a touchdown, and it's 31-20 here with 2:50 to go in our third quarter.
Again, good blocking up front by the Hilltoppers. Cornett had a huge hole to run through. Look at this, Aaron. Good blocking, some penetration by the Vikings, but overall, good push down the field. Richardson doing a good job on his man right there, and Cornett just easily plunges into the end zone.
Huge fourth down conversion, 37 yards to Pierce Summerfield. Set up the touchdown. Mallory Megan on for the extra point. Low snap, and they're going to have to go with a fire play here, and he's tackled in the backfield. So Landon Stewart goes down way in the backfield and keeps it at an 11-point game. Huge missed extra point with 2:50 to go on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
So what could be better than them doing everything from assembling your new grill to delivering it straight to your front door? At Ace of Holmen, they'll do both, from a Big Green Egg or a Weber grill. With football finally back, what a perfect time to reset with a brand new grill at Ace of Holmen. You pick it out, Sean and his crew at Ace will assemble and deliver right to your house. Not exactly something the big box stores and Amazon can do. Hey, it's football season and your one-stop shop, Ace of Holmen, Holmen Drive.
With DriveUltra.org, you're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Ultra Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. Surprise onside kick, the Hilltoppers. I think they got it. Still waiting for an official signal, and it is Hilltopper football.
It went 10 yards, so it does count, and a good job by the Hilltopper coaching staff. And you have to believe that the Viking coaching staff was already well aware that that might happen. However, the kids not really ready for that one. Good job by Onalaska catching them off guard. And here come the Hilltoppers.
Well, give credit to Jackson Egan, too, because that is a perfect onside kick.
And again, you know, he didn't kick it too hard, just kind of let the field take it down. Good job by the kicking team to recover.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing here. Hilltoppers in the shotgun formation here. Cole looked to throw. One-step drop. Fires down the right sideline. Looking for Chenault, and he went up and nearly came down with it. Looks like pass interference is going to get called with the late flag from the back judge.
Really? I actually thought that was pretty good coverage downfield. I'm a little surprised that they're going to call that.
Well, now they're going to get together. We'll see if they decide to overturn the flag call.
I thought the defensive back had good coverage there, and he turned around to look for the football. He didn't do anything that was out of context. Did everything very well from my perspective.
They're going to call holding.
Okay.
Just a hold. So no pass interference, but a hold will be called. So the Hilltoppers will still get their 10 yards here on the penalty and move up to the 37. So 10 yards, give them a first down. And with 2:45 to go, the Hilltoppers inside the 40, trailing by 11. I form Frana. Cole cutting the play. He'll turn, handoff. Cornett with a head of steam, moving through the initial
nice
hits
run.
And gets up to about the 32-yard line. Gain of 5.
Yeah, good chunk on that play as well. Going behind the left side, behind Richardson.
Triangle trips right for the Hilltoppers in the I form. Cole will give it back to Cornett.
Nice play.
Rather Stetler this time in the backfield, and he lost a yard on his first carry of the night.
Tristan Brennan in on that defensive tackle spot, making a great play on the running back. And that's what Holmen's been doing all night long, really. They've been able to get into the backfield and really disrupt Onalaska's timing. And another great play by Brennan. He's had himself a night here tonight. We talked about Nygren coming into this game with his performance, but I think Brennan so far has been really the anchor for this defense.
He, as well as Drew Larson, have had good nights in the backfield.
I would agree. I think this Viking defense has played very well tonight overall.
Under 90 seconds to go, third quarter. 3rd and 6 for the Hilltoppers, who are moving their trips around, and a lot of confusion, so they'll call timeout to talk it over. Important third down play coming up on ESPN La Crosse.
Man, it is really coming down out there. You might want to slow down.
Hey, this is a 4-wheel drive. It can handle this downpour.
I told you to slow down.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm fine, but our vehicle sure is a mess.
No matter how it happens, for expert repair of your vehicle, there's just one place to go. Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem. Derek will deal with your insurance company, making repairing your vehicle simple, easy, and hassle-free. When this happens, the place to take your vehicle for expert body repair is Adrenaline Auto Body of West Salem.
Crossroads Bar and Grill, your one-stop shop for award-winning burgers and an ice cream selection of 24 flavors, much more. 2nd Avenue South in Onalaska, just below the hill of the high school. Crossroads Bar and Grill. 3rd and 6 for the Hilltoppers. And a false start, yep. The fullback, Carter Johnson, took a step. Cole went with the hard count and got his own man. Carter Johnson took a step forward, and it'll be 3rd and 11 now.
Yeah, Could be
a tough one.
Could be a drive killer here.
Quite the change in philosophy here. From 3rd and 6 thinking you have 2 plays to 3rd and 11 to thinking you have 2 plays. Cole looking to throw left. Under pressure, steps up, fires, and overshoots his target, Chenault. 4th and 11.
He's lucky nobody was sitting around in that zone because that could have been picked off. Nobody was around that football.
And here's where that penalty comes into play. Instead of 4th and 6, were shorter. You now have 4th and 11.
And really, it was the pressure of the Viking defense again, leaving Cole very uncomfortable in the pocket. And this is a situation where, you know, honestly, Cole's staying in because they want to use Chenault as a wide receiver.
Well, this is also maybe the game here. 11-point lead. Holmen can get it back. A momentum swinger for sure. Tight trips to the right. Cole looking to throw. Fires sideline. Hughes went up and it's knocked away. Jaron Nygren makes the play. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. And a huge defensive stop on the quick change in possession after the onside kick.
Great timing by Nygren on the deflection. Comes over, makes a great play on Tyson Hughes. Great defense by the Vikings. And like you said, Aaron, if Holmen puts this one in the end zone, we might be saying nighty-night here. What a great performance by this Holmen defense tonight.
They'll take over at their own 38-yard line with 1:12 to go in the third quarter. Burgett hands off. Barth up the middle. Not something he's really done all too much tonight, but it gets 4 yards.
And you got to think Holmen just wants to eat the clock now and let this time tick away. Now, this is what the option offense is beneficial for. When you're up by 2 scores, you don't have a lot. You got 1 quarter to go. You can let this third quarter run down, bleed into the fourth quarter, and continue to run clock until you punch it into the end zone. I think you're going to see a heavy dose of run here.
Barth in motion again.
Nice.
Burgett keeps it himself, running up the middle with some space. Tackled across the 45, up to the 44-yard line. First down, Vikings.
Burgett again doing a really good job of coming off that backside. Making a good cut and really reacting to what the linebackers are doing for the Hilltoppers on the other side.
I think that's going to be the final play of the half. Holmen doesn't have to run a play, so why would they? Will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now's the time to upgrade to an Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676. End of the third quarter. Holmen in front by 11 with the ball and moving into Hilltopper territory on ESPN La Crosse 105.5. Streaming live on YouTube. You can find it on our mobile app.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
We're back here at Holmen High School, Empire Stadium, for this MVC matchup. The rivalry between Holmen and Onalaska. Holmen in control here. Burgett will keep it himself and gets around the left side, cuts it across the 40, up to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6, maybe 7 on first down.
Number 1 in Division 4, West Salem looks to be closing out Viroqua here, 21-7. Blair Taylor over Whitehall. That's a final 42-8. Let's see. Luther, that was last week. I was trying to see if it was a new score. It wasn't. And still the same other scores, so that's really all I got right now. I know what the Packers score is, but I won't tell you, Aaron.
Yeah, don't do that. 2nd and 5. Burgett will keep it himself.
Nice
pitch
pitch.
it outside. Barth looking for some space, but Antoine Felton was there. Got some help from Ethan Topolsky, and it's a gain of nothing.
Good job
Maybe
that
one.
time by Felton to stay home and not overcommit, making a really good play on that toss-out. It was a nice pitch by Burgett. And Barth, he's really kind of had his way here tonight in that capacity, but not that time.
3rd and 4. This is a big play, big 2 plays likely here for the Hilltopper defense.
And they got to be tired. They've been on the field quite a bit the second half. Taking their time here.
Burgett sends Alish in motion. He'll look to throw on 3rd and 4. Lobs it, far sideline, and it is incomplete. Good defense by Topolsky, just enough to distract Barth from bringing it in. 4th and 4.
Yeah, Barth looked like he had it there, but like you said, Topolsky making a good defensive play.
Is that play call with the idea you're going for it on this down anyway?
Yes, I think so. At the same time, I like the fact that they tried to be a little bit aggressive, being up, 2 scores really in all theory. So, I would say that would be the main reason why, because here we go.
4th and 4, Holmen's going for it. Turn, Burgett keeps leaning, and he's got enough for the first down. That second effort got him a yard past the sticks, and Holmen continues the possession.
Good blocking up front by the Vikings. Burgett doing a great job, like you said, with that second effort. And, what a couple weeks for Burgett. He played well last week, 2 touchdowns, 86 yards on the ground. This week he's looked really good.
It seems like every time they want a big play,
he's the guy.
They go to him, or at least a sure couple of yards.
Right. Mr. Dependable, right? That's what you want.
First and 10. Burgett keeps it himself again and gets across the 30 up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 4.
Yeah, this clock continues to kind of chew away, and this is exactly what the Vikings want to do. You'll take that every time in this option offense. Just go behind, run the trap play, get 5 yards, go back. Another
All you
play,
really need
is
5 yards, right?
Right. If you're
3
averaging
yards
3.
You won't ever get stopped. Barth back in motion. They'll give it to Barth. Looking to cut outside with some space, and now Felton's going to swing him down again, just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3.
It looked good at the start, but Felton was really the one that disrupted that. That could have been bigger than a first down. It looked like it could have been a touchdown the way it started. But a great job by Felton to come off his block and make a good play that time on Barth.
Ball right at the 25, 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. 8:45 to go. Barth again in motion. Burgett keeps it himself.
Nice.
And again, he will get plenty for the first down. And inside the 20 to the red zone for the Vikings.
Burgett does a great job with the ball fakes in the option. You fake inside, you hold it for a second, you take off behind the center. You really leave them linebackers flowing to the football initially, opening up that hole. That's exactly what you want to do.
Most important thing about a first down for the Vikings, the clock continues to run, and you can wind off another 3-ish minutes every time you do so. Burgett hands off Alish on a counter, breaks a tackle, spins away, and gets up to the 15-yard line. Gain of 4.
I love the play design right there. A block got missed on the inside. If that block gets set, we might be talking a touchdown right there because it was really close to breaking. And it seems like all these plays now with Onalaska, as long as they've been on the field in the second half, it seems like they're ready to break any minute here.
Come up on 7.5 to go. Burgett will keep it again, and
Nice
this
play.
time the Hilltoppers are all over it. John Squire in the backfield.
John Squire making a great play on the football, just like Aaron said. Coming off that edge, it's not easy to do, especially when you're collapsing on the quarterback in the option because they're traditionally inside. That's what makes that even more impressive. Ball
Ball at the 15, 3rd and 6 for the Vikings. Wonder if they would kick a field goal here.
Can I say I love the option offense when the Green Bay Packers are playing?
Sure.
Okay. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
And Holman's going to let the clock wind down, and then Coach Kowalski is taking the timeout. Quick 30 seconds. We'll be back here at Empire Stadium as the Vikings lead by 11 on ESPN La Crosse.
Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor is proud to be an official game day sponsor of Cooley Region Sports. Every Friday, present your student ID and get $2 off every single item on our menu. Turn our $3 Kid Scoop into a $1 Kid Scoop when you present your student ID. Celebrate the football season with us at Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor, and let's start a tradition where the fun never stops.
.6:44 to go in our fourth quarter. The Vikings have a 3rd and 6. They lead 31-20 here. Plenty of space, should say, in field goal range. Here's a handoff. Nope, Burgett's going to keep it himself and lean forward up to the 12-yard line, maybe the 11.
Short.
It'd be 4th down.
Yep, they're going
to kick the field goal.
Well, why not?
It's interesting because it's about a 4th and 3. I guess maybe a little too far for them to want to try and
But it's a whole
do
2
it.
touchdown lead, and you know Onalaska's not going for 2. I mean, they'll traditionally kick with Megan. That's usually what they do.
Make this a 14-point game. Davis is on for a 30-yarder, maybe just inside, 29-yarder, we'll say. Lace is directed at him again, but it does not matter. With
Look at
ease,
this. Look at this
Davis.
kick. I mean, this kid's going to be playing college football. I mean, that's just a cannon of a leg.
And it's 34-20, 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Onalaska's possession coming up next on ESPN La Crosse.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning customers have a way with words.
Jeff and I decided to build our own house, and it was really important for us to choose subcontractors that were trustworthy and reliable and work with our schedule to get the job done in a timely manner.
We went with G&T because they're a local family-owned business. They have a great reputation, and we knew they'd get the job done.
Whenever I get asked who I would recommend for an HVAC specialist, hands down, I always recommend G&T.
3 things that come to my mind with G&T is they have quality work, great communication, and reasonable prices.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy, now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16. This compounding pharmacy able to create medication specifically for you, your family, and your pets. Call 608-788-4500. And Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, happy to sponsor this video stream. Kickoff, Davis into the end zone, touchback.
And the whole Holmen student section going crazy over there. This whole media box is shaking. It reminds me of riding on a carnival ride, you know, with all the motion that you're going around the bend and you wonder what's around the corner. Or the tilt-a-whirl, you know what I'm saying? You get
the tilt-a-whirl.
You kind of oh man, you know, boom, 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 and you're shaking left and right. The whole thing's moving, man. What am I supposed to do?
Just under 6 minutes left. Hilltoppers need 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. Keep the game alive. Cole to throw into the flat. Cornett is wide open with some space and crosses the 35-yard line, gets out of bounds.
Good
Mark
job.
him at the 34.
Really good job getting out of bounds by Cornett, too, on that run. Good throw right to the sideline. Cornett just gets the first down, keeps the chains moving. Onalaska got to move with a sense of urgency here if they want to be able to get back into this game.
Cole on the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Looking to throw. fires, curl route, caught, and another first down as Summerfield drags a couple of defenders up to the 45-yard line. They mark it at the 46, gain of 12.
Good timing. 3-step drop, get the ball out. It's exactly how you teach it. I would expect Yash to have a big shot somewhere at some point in this drive.
Cole firing down the right side. He overthrew Chenault by a step or two, incomplete.
Fade that time, too.
He was open.
Yep, they ran the fade. That's traditionally a good play. You run the fade off of the come-in on the other side, fake out the defender. The safety has to commit somewhere, but you're running to the sideline. That's a lot of field for that safety to cover in theory, so I like the play call. Just got to make it happen.
Cole again, going to throw. It's a screenplay to Cornett, and he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Great play that time by Jackson Ammerman.
Yeah, Ammerman was not fooled at all by the middle screen. And, you know, I know it's a play that is very deceptive, throwing off the timing of the defense, but that time Holmen prepared, probably thinking it might happen at some point since they ran it a couple times before.
3rd and 10 for the Hilltoppers, under 5 minutes to go. And they're going to give it to Stetler on the ground. He gained just 1 yard. The Vikings were ready for the run, and it's 4th and 9.
This is go for it territory, I think, no question here.
Oh, you have to. You have to. There's not enough time left to.
I mean, you don't have to, but you should, right?
I don't know if there's enough time.
I'm just, you know.
No, you have to.
Devil's advocate.
You have to.
Yeah, I agree. You and I are both on the same page.
Cole rolls out to the left. Looking, stops, fires. Chenault catches short of the first down. He breaks a tackle and he got it. Crosses the 40 up to the 35-yard line. He was 5 yards short of a first down and he picked it up.
That was all effort by Noah Chenault on that play. All effort.
$18-yard gain on 3rd and 9. Here's Cole handing off. Cornett wrapped up again right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings are ready for the ball on the ground. First one in on the tackle, Mason Fleury.
Actually, Ammerman was in there again, too. I mean, he blew off right off the center on Richardson and just was in the backfield immediately.
Cole drops back to throw, looks right. A curl route caught by Summerfield up to the 21-yard line, gain of 14.
And Ian Cole in this situation has been impressive. Very cool in the pocket. Make good decisions with the football, not really overcommitting to anything. Just sticking with the system.
Again, Cole looking to throw. Firing deep right sideline, looking for Summerfield over his shoulder and threw it out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, if you get this into the end zone, you got to think Holmen will be ready for the onside kick, coming after that.
Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. The Hilltoppers can stop the clock a couple times, but Cole again looking to throw, steps up, goes to the sideline. Hughes,
great coverage,
deflected and knocked down. Coverage on the outside that time is Max Burrows.
Yeah, Burrows did a good job of reading that play and reacting immediately. Cole kind of took a while. When you throw that ball across the field like that, it gives the defensive back time to recover, and that's exactly what happened on that play. But a good job again. The Viking defense tonight, A+, honestly.
2:53 to go. 3rd and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
Now I'm grading teams. I'm getting old.
Cole looking to throw again. Right
Flag.
side, out route. Summerfield couldn't locate the football. Flag on the near side.
Could be a receiver that wasn't set correctly either, because that flag came out immediately. It was pretty early right after the snap of the football.
Illegal formation.
Yeah.
We'll see what Coach Kowalski wants to do.
Man, it reminds me of that football game I watched last night. You know how many times you got to tell an offensive lineman to line up in the correct spot and continue to flag him over and over again, right?
Penalty declined, so they don't want the extra 5. They're going to make it 4th and 10 instead of 3rd and 15 here. So 1 down to get it.
I don't know. I kind of would have pushed him back, I think.
So?
Yeah. Just because of the fact that, you got a guy that could make a mistake in this situation.
4th and 10, the ball game. And
timeout.
Onalaska. So they are putting everything into this drive. Using one of their final 2 timeouts. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the 4th down play on ESPN La Crosse.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. We understand this time of year can be busy and overwhelming with back-to-school prep and sports underway. But everybody's got to eat. Check out our Thursday menu from our savory Korean pepper pork ramen noodles to our homemade fried rice. If you're looking for more home style, we also have our delicious meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. So check us out on Thursdays 4 to 8 and leave with a smile. North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
During the quick 30 seconds, we're going at each other on whether
Not
or
really.
not to, no, I'm just kidding.
No, but at the
healthy
same
debate
time,
about whether or not to pick up that 5-yard penalty.
But here's the game right here, pretty much. If Holmen can get the stop.
Coach Kowalski's trusting his defense, saying one play, stop him from going 10 yards. Cornett to the left of Coles. He drops back to throw. Looking. Steps up. Looking. Fires across the middle. Incomplete. Coverage on the back end by Jaron Nygren. And a turnover on down.
Nygren again coming up big in a big situation. Comes over the middle on that throw and gets a hand in there. What a great play by the senior leader. Jared Nygren, the team leader in tackles coming into this game. Makes a big play when it counts the most. And Holmen now, all they can think about now is letting this game tick away.
1 first down and the game is over. We'll see if the Vikings can pick that first down up. 3-1 Construction's located on Leonard Street next to the post office in West Salem. They specialize in drywall, metal framing, and painting for residential and commercial jobs. Call them at 608-317-8615 or go to their website, 3in1construction.net.
All right, Aaron, you were right.
Yeah, we would be talking about a 4th down play right now.
We would be. I think either way, though, I honestly feel the way Holmen's defense is playing tonight, they probably would have, made that work.
Handoff up the middle on first down is a healthy gain. Markovsky with the carry.
Yeah, that's a healthy gain. We keep talking about 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. Well, they're getting 5, 6, 7 on some of these chunks. Holmen tonight, they started off a little iffy, but as the game went on, they really settled in and got comfortable in their skin. And a couple passing plays mixed in, too, that really made an impact in this game.
2nd and 5. Burgett keeps it around the left side. Plenty of space, and he will slide down at the 48-yard line.
There's the first down you talked about, Aaron.
He might have got the first down a little too quick. It's not technically not quite over yet, I don't think. It'll be close on time with just the 1 timeout for Onalaska. Trying to do the quick math in my head. It might be over either way. I don't know if they have to pick up another first down.
Yeah, I don't think Yash is going to use that final timeout. I think he's going to let this one go. I got to talk to Yash on the way home last week, and he was pretty concerned about playing this team. He was I could tell.
And a flag, delay a game.
And it's not because of the team the kids that he has.
Yeah.
It's about the team that they were facing and the potential that this team has. Holmen has a lot of talent.
We'll take a quick 30 seconds, and we will be back on ESPN La Crosse.
Hi, it's James from Food Dudes in Holmen, back again. Everybody seems to have a weekly special, but here at Food Dudes, we sort of go next level. We've ran over 90 weekly specials and haven't duplicated one yet. From the Big Country Breakfast Sand, to the Gambino Panino, to the very popular Sweet Mother of Garlic Parm. So when you stop at Food Dudes, try our weekly special, which likely means something you've never tried before and definitely something you'll absolutely love.
Food Dudes, Holmen, fresh food fast.
So Holmen called the timeout to avoid the 5-yard delay of game penalty with 1:19 to go.
We got a final. Luther beats GET 13-8.
That's a good game right there.
Yep.
And Burgett will kneel down.
Guess who told me that score?
The mascot. The team mascot.
You're
Jeff
calling
Ross.
him a mascot? I was going to say, you're calling him a mascot now?
Yeah, he's like the main fan.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a mascot. I'd just call him devoted.
Well, they're the Fighting Jeff Rosses, no?
Well, that's true. I mean, how would you depict a Fighting Jeff Ross mascot?
I don't know.
Just Jeff Ross?
Jeff with a sword?
Like some guy in a Jeff Ross costume? With a camera hitting you with a camera? I don't know. I mean, not sure.
We'll get to our Kevin Carlson Agency Player of the Game for home auto, business, and life insurance. Contact Kevin Carlson in Holmen. Alex Burgett, our player of the game. We'll talk to him afterwards as Holmen kneels down one more time, and the game is over. Holmen with a rivalry victory to open up conference play in the MVC. They win 35-20 here on ESPN La Crosse. We will get you to the Kevin Carlson Agency Player of the Game. We'll get you the stats, Scotty's thoughts, and then off to the Festival Foods postgame show as we get to our postgame coverage on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube. Find it on our mobile app.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning customers have a way with words.
Jeff and I decided to build our own house, and it was really important for us to choose subcontractors that were trustworthy and reliable and work with our schedule to get the job done in a timely manner.
We went with G&T because they're a local family-owned business. They have a great reputation, and we knew they'd get the job done.
Whenever I get asked who I would recommend for an HVAC specialist, hands down, I always recommend G&T.
3 things that come to my mind with G&T is they have quality work, great communication, and reasonable prices.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. We understand this time of year can be busy and overwhelming with back-to-school prep and sports underway. But everybody's got to eat. Check out our Thursday menu from our savory Korean pepper pork ramen noodles to our homemade fried rice. If you're looking for more home style, we also have our delicious meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. So check us out on Thursdays 4 to 8 and leave with a smile. North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk has a full lineup of proven Bobcat equipment, helping you power through the most challenging jobs and toughest projects to get more done. Stop into St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk to demo the latest in compact track loaders, skid steer loaders, excavators, and compact tractors from the leader in compact equipment. The factory-trained technicians at St. Joseph Equipment can provide the regular service that keeps your equipment running strong. St. Joseph Equipment, proud to be your authorized Bobcat dealer in Norwalk.
Welcome back to Empire Stadium. Our video stream can be found on ESPNLacrosse.com, the ESPN La Crosse app. It's free wherever you get your apps. And, of course, right here on YouTube. It's brought to you by Union State Bank, where community and customers come first. Remember, FDIC, 120 years of financial strength. Union State Bank. 34-20 is our final score. The Holmen Vikings score a big victory over the Onalaska Hilltoppers to get MVC play underway.
Yeah, it's a big victory in this essence that we, coming into this game, 2 big wins for both these teams. It seems like they got everything kind of figured out, what they want to do team-wise. And, we didn't really know how this was going to shake out because both these teams were kind of similar now, with Onalaska being more running than they are throwing. But, man, I tell you what, Holmen's defense really popped Anna in the mouth in the second half. I mean, they really took over at that point, and just this game settled in for the Vikings based on their penetration in the backfield, really giving Ian Cole a tough time in the pocket. I felt like he didn't really have anything to there were times that he was very panicked. You could see it back there, and really just making opportune plays. Jared Nygren with a couple great pass deflections defensively. And the Viking defensive line, I thought, was very stellar tonight. Did a good job getting in the backfield. Cam Cornett really didn't get going. Early in the game, he had some production, but then after that really got shut down. So Holmen really settled in and took this one over. And, again, I go back to the second quarter, and they get that fumble back from the fumble before. After that play, Holmen just really grit their teeth on this one and just really hard-fought victory. And, again, props to the Vikings for throwing the football a little bit more and using their athletes. I really feel with the roster they have, they should be able to do that more often, and they proved that they could here tonight against a really quality opponent.
Yeah, the Vikings get a 14-point win here in Week 3. They move to 2-1. We'll get to our Kevin Carlson Agency Rural Mutual Insurance Player of the Game. It's Alex Burgett, so we'll talk to him in just a few minutes. For your home, auto, life, business insurance, contact the Kevin Carlson Agency in Holmen. So we'll get to Alex Burgett. We'll get you some stats as well. I've got them all ready to go, so we'll get that, and then we'll get you off to our studio. John Papadopoulos waiting for the Festival Foods postgame show, where he'll give you all the stats and
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment.
got it panned
Hunter's
out
Last
the field
Chance
right now.
is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Both my guys that work for me played well tonight. Oh, that cord.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. We understand this time of year can be busy and overwhelming with back-to-school prep and sports underway. But everybody's got to eat. Check out our Thursday menu, from our savory Korean pepper pork ramen noodles to our homemade fried rice. If you're looking for more home style, we also have our delicious meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. So check us out on Thursdays 4 to 8 and leave with a smile. North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk has a full lineup of proven Bobcat equipment, helping you power through the most challenging jobs and toughest projects to get more done. Stop into St. Joseph Equipment in Norwalk to demo the latest in compact track loaders, skid steer loaders, excavators, and compact tractors from the leader in compact equipment. The factory-trained technicians at St. Joseph Equipment can provide the regular service that keeps your equipment running strong. St. Joseph Equipment, proud to be your authorized Bobcat dealer in Norwalk. 3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in three things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office, downtown West Salem.
Don't let banking be stressful. Union State Bank is a family-owned bank at the forefront of technology. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances on your time. Deposit a check, pay bills, manage your debit card, transfer funds, and receive real-time alerts. We bring banking to the palm of your hand so you can easily track your account wherever life takes you. At one of our locations or on the go, Union State Bank puts you first.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Empire Stadium here at Holmen High School. as we are in our post-game coverage here on ESPN La Crosse. We'll get to our Kevin Carlson Agency Player of the Game, Alex Burgett. He's coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you your stats as well as we move along here tonight. I got a couple
scores, too.
Well, save them for the Festival Foods post-game show.
Oh, that's right. I don't want to.
Yeah, can't ruin John's thunder.
No, John will be mad. He'll well, I don't know if he'll be mad. I think he'd be more disappointed in the fact that
don't want to ruin his thunder.
No, I don't. I want to come on the show and be a contribution and not a detriment. Okay.
Should we do some stats right now while we wait for Alex?
You go right ahead.
All right, let's do that. Ian Cole tonight, 14 of 24, 184 yards and a touchdown. Noah Chenault was 0 for 2. Cam Cornett, 19 for 133 on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Kason Statler, 2 for 0. Carter Johnson, 2 for 3. Ian Cole was sacked for a negative 8-yard loss. And Noah Chenault and Luke Siegel each a carry for 0 yards. Pierce Summerfield, 5 catches, 85 yards. Tyson Hughes, 1 for 7. Chenault, 2 for 39. Cam Cornett had 3 catches for 23 yards. Carter Johnson, 1 for 10. Luke Siegel, 1 for 12. And Broden Steiner with a great 8-yard touchdown catch. For the Holmen Vikings, Alex Burgett was 2 of 5 for 19 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, 20 for 121 and a touchdown, our player of the game. Jack Barth on the ground, 12 for 150. Ezra Markovsky, 6 for 22 and a touchdown. And A.J. Alish, 4 for 31. John Flaherty on the ground, 2 for 70 and a touchdown. And Tyler Rosenow had both catches for the 19 yards and the touchdown. Team stats here, passing yards, Hilltoppers 184, 128 on the ground for 312 total. For the Holmen Vikings, 19 passing yards, 394 yards on the ground for 413 total yards. They had 19 first downs compared to Onalaska's 15, and the penalties were pretty good tonight for both teams. Holmen had 4 penalties for 25 yards. The Hilltoppers had 4 for 24 yards. Onalaska did fumble and lose one. The Vikings lost a fumble as well. They're on back-to-back plays in the first half. We'll take another break. We'll be back. We'll get Alex Burgett, our Kevin Carlson Agency Player of the Game, when we come back on ESPN La Crosse.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
So what could be better than them doing everything from assembling your new grill to delivering it straight to your front door? At Ace of Holmen, they'll do both, from a Big Green Egg or a Weber grill. With football finally back, what a perfect time to reset with a brand new grill at Ace of Holmen. You pick it out, Sean and his crew at Ace will assemble and deliver right to your house. Not exactly something the big box stores and Amazon can do. Hey, it's football season and your one-stop shop, Ace of Holmen, Holmen Drive.
Welcome back into our post-game coverage. Our Kevin Carlson Agency Player of the Game, Alex Burgett. Congrats on the big win. 19 yards and a touchdown throwing, but 20 carries for 121 on the ground. It seemed like every time that you guys needed a big play with some consistent yardage, it'd be you keeping it yourself somewhat up the middle, maybe outside. A lot of trust shown in you, obviously, as the quarterback of this team.
Yeah, it was great, you know. The line blocking, doing their job. Everyone doing their job is what allowed me to pull the ball and film work, all of that, knowing pretty much what the D was going to do. Just allowed me to pull the ball and get to the zone and get the first downs.
quarterback we know is probably the most important position in any sport, but when you run the option offense like you guys do, it makes it more important because you have maybe 3-4 decisions to make on any given play. Your coach, Travis Kowalski, obviously has a lot of trust in you to make those decisions, but what's it like for you? Each and every play, trying to diagnose the defense in multiple different facets.
Yeah, so basically I just take deep breaths, be calm. Before every play, figure out who I'm reading, both read and pitch key, and I just key those guys, and I just react off what they do. So, yeah, I just do what the defense gives me.
Throwing the ball, you guys don't do it a lot. I think tonight, maybe out of all the games I've broadcasted for Holmen, might be the most I've ever seen you guys throw, 5 times, which seems to be a lot for you guys. But you completed 2 of them for the 19 yards and the touchdown right before the half, which ended up being a big touchdown. The ability for you guys to at least show that you want to throw the ball or can throw the ball is big for your offense too.
Yeah, all that comes from just confidence that our coach has in us. During the offseason, we practice it so much. Unlike any other year we ever have. Off-season, we were working at least every week, just working to throw the ball. And first week, we threw the ball. Didn't go as planned, but we just have the confidence that we'll be able to pick it back up the next weeks.
Maybe it's not so much about the result of throwing the ball, but just showing that you do drop back to throw can help the offense that much more. It's interesting that you guys practice it a ton for being a basically run-only offense.
Yeah, certain weeks we'll practice it a ton. Certain weeks we won't practice it as much. We're just going to do what the defense gives us, and tonight the decisions to pass the ball were great decisions.
Your defense played pretty well as well. That's usually a big calling card for a Holmen program and the team. When Holmen's good, the defense is good, and they were pretty good tonight. Yeah,
I love our defense. When I had that fumble in the first or second quarter, I can't remember, and they got the ball back the next play, that was huge for me because it allowed me to just forget about it, and I didn't have to dwell on it or anything. Allow us to pick our offense back up and score the next drive.
Big rivalry win against Onalaska, but also maybe more important, an MVC win. You guys start 1-0 in the MVC. I'm sure your goal is a conference title this year. Have you guys talked much about your goals moving forward and how much this helps get there?
Yeah, we're not really looking at the big picture of everything. We're just looking to get better every week and win each game by game, and practice day by day. Because if we just do that, we'll keep building, and then it'll just come to us.
Alex Burgett, our Kevin Carlson Agency player of the game. 19 yards passing and a touchdown, but also 20 carries for 121 on the ground. He's in charge of running the entire offense. Alex, congrats on the win, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll take a break, and we will be right back on ESPN La Crosse.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor is proud to be an official game day sponsor of Coulee Region Sports. Every Friday, present your student ID and get $2 off every single item on our menu. Turn our $3 Kid Scoop into a $1 Kid Scoop when you present your student ID. Celebrate the football season with us at Crossroads Ice Cream Parlor, and let's start a tradition where the fun never stops.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem, the place to meet your family and friends before or after the game. Made from scratch daily lunch specials. You can follow them on Facebook, Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning is a locally owned family company that is located in West Salem. They provide free estimates and 24-hour emergency service. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning, West Salem.
Now's the time to get them estimates rolling in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do it.
This is big guy weather right here.
Well, do it now before everyone else thinks about doing it, and then you're loaded, and then you got to wait too long, and then it gets cold, and you're like, well, I don't have my heating ready.
Planning ahead, being prepared. It's all about being prepared, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen to Alex Berg. It sounds like they're pretty prepared for what the defense gives them on any given week.
Yeah, I felt like, tonight they did a good job of keeping that momentum alive, that option offense consistently getting 3 to 5 yard chunks at a time, big runs from time to time off of the pitches, off of some of the indirect counters that they would run, and they did a really good job. And Onalaska can't be ashamed of how they played either. I felt like, they were in it for a while. Once they got behind after that second fumble, going back to Holmen, and Holmen just took over after they got that. Kind of like what Alex had alluded to in the post-game interview. He forgot about everything, just ran the offense. Everything kind of came to them. Man, Holmen's defense is good. Mm-hmm. It's really good. And they are very fast. They close quickly, kind of like I thought they would be when I kind of watched before this game a little bit. They're going to be a defense to contend with this season against any team in the MVC. And they have so many kids that can play. They have depth. They can rotate. And that's what makes them so interesting. It's not the fact that, you got your established starting lineup, but you have other people that can come in and contribute. And that's the thing. You talk about numbers. And, Todd Sommerfeld alluded to it with John earlier tonight with some of these teams that don't have the numbers. Holmen's got the numbers. They can rotate people in. You can keep your guys fresh. You can keep them healthy for the most part. And you got guys that are ready to play in case something were to happen. So, I'm telling you, I picked him as my dark horse at the beginning of the year to maybe make the playoffs or maybe win the MVC. I was pretty impressed with what I saw here tonight.
Yeah, they have solidified or at least shown to the rest of the conference.
And you picked Logan.
Hey, we're here. I did. Yeah, I did.
And that's the thing. Both of our dark horses right now look like they might be the top two teams in the MVC right now, which is very interesting. You play fantasy football, right?
Oh, of course.
So do I.
Oh, okay.
We don't play against each other, though. It's probably a good thing.
We'll get you to the Festival Foods post-game show coming up with John Papadopoulos in just a couple of minutes. By the way, St. Joseph Equipment offers new and used farm equipment from 3 locations in Norwalk, Richland Center, and St. Joseph's Ridge. They feature inventory from popular brands like Case IH, New Holland, Massey Ferguson, Kubota, and more. Take a look at stjosephequipment.com. We will take another quick break, and we will continue to wrap things up before we send it back to the studio in just a couple of minutes. Holmen with a victory here in Week 3, 34-20 over the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
Hi, it's James from Food Dudes in Holmen, back again. Everybody seems to have a weekly special, but here at Food Dudes, we sort of go next level. We've ran over 90 weekly specials and haven't duplicated one yet. From the Big Country Breakfast Sand to the Gambino Panino to the very popular Sweet Mother of Garlic Parm. So when you stop at Food Dudes, try our weekly special, which likely means something you've never tried before and definitely something you'll absolutely love.
Food Dudes, Holmen, fresh food fast. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning customers have a way with words.
Jeff and I decided to build our own house, and it was really important for us to choose subcontractors that were trustworthy and reliable and work with our schedule to get the job done in a timely manner.
We went with G&T because they're a local family-owned business, they have a great reputation, and we knew they'd get the job done.
Whenever I get asked who I would recommend for an HVAC specialist, hands down, I always recommend G&T.
3 things that come to my mind with G&T is they have quality work, great communication, and reasonable prices.
Welcome back.
What is this stuff? What are you doing? Are we in the club or are we at a football game?
We are hanging out at Holmen High School.
Okay.
Empire Stadium. Holmen with a 14-point win over Onalaska, 34-20. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We're getting close to it as the stadium is emptying out. That means it's time for us to send it back to the studio. John Papadopoulos waiting around for the Festival Foods postgame show. Just a heads up, next week we are back at Onalaska for homecoming for the Hilltoppers as they host Central in another MVC battle.
Central up big tonight. John will give you the score here in a little bit.
Yeah,
34-20
here tonight. Holmen beats Onalaska. All the rest of the scores, the stats, and coaches' interview with Scotty as well. Coming up next on the Festival.